Oh, shit!
One.
I'm dead.
Yeah, baby.
Well, Mr. Sober, I am telling you that I have never, ever, in my MX Simulator or MX Bikes gaming career, not qualified for a race that I have tried to sign up for. So, we're going to see how that goes today. Boys, I'm in a bit of a mess right now. I'm trying to finish my dinner. I also just spilled half a can of Pepsi over my keyboard, which I've just had to clean up. I've done 8 laps in testing, and quality's about to start in 30 seconds. So that's great. That's good. It's raining as well. Am I going too high? Hang on, let's have a look. I had people telling me it was the other way around yesterday. Let me turn it down a bit. La 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 la. Me 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 me. That's a little bit better, isn't it? I'm trying to move it to the right place. Yeah, it's not redlining now. It's kind of staying more in the yellows. Hang on. Let me double check something. Because we was all good yesterday, but I came on today and things seem to have reset themselves. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let me know how it sounds. Because I got some OKs yesterday. I don't know if anything's reset overnight. Are we all good now? Good, good, good. Thank you very much. Right. All of my practice laps were in the wet because the mods did say we was going to be doing a wet race today. I can't hear anything. Is my hang on. We... Oh. Oh, what an absolute state at the start of a stream as well. To show how in the bin I am right now as well, I have played more motocross the game this week than I have played MX bikes. And because of that, I can now no longer follow a 180 turn on MX bikes. The steering is just completely different, so it's probably going to take me most of qualifying just to get somewhat of a flow going. And if I had to guess, I'm probably going to be about 2 seconds off the top of quali today. Maybe more than that. There's a very high chance that it could be more. Supercross 2025. It's hard just to wrap it all up in a short sentence. I did stream it yesterday if you want to go and watch it through. It started like fairly positive and then just got worse and worse as it went on, and I ended up refunding it last night after playing it for 3.5 or so hours. I don't know what the fast boy is going to do through here. I don't know if there's a way of quadding this, but I keep going on, off, and then double or triple if you want to call it, and double out. But that feels really, really slow. I feel like you're in the air quite a lot. Got jams on the Fantic as well. Lovely. Yeah, the motocross tracks in the Supercross game are better and respond better to the game's physics than the Supercross tracks do. I need to stop going tight inside in that sound. I need to go outside. Troy's at the top of qualifying. Let's go, Troy! Need to go outside and then cut down so I can then hit triple out of it. Boing. Oh, I did get a refund. I knew that I probably wasn't going to, but I thought I'd put the request in anyway. But yeah, they have refunded it and done it last night. That's nice. That's £50 that I didn't waste. I tried going to it with quite an open mind, because I know I've been critical of the ones before, and I will say, if you are stuck on console and you like the MESX games, I think it's the best MEX game that they've released so far. There's just so much wrong with it on just a surface level. And because I've spoiled myself with Sim and MX bikes over the years, I just can't... I don't know, can't do it to myself. Right, I need to come out wide here and then cut down. So start out wide, cut down, there we go, double out, triple in. Can we quad? Oh. Oh yeah, okay. The Yammies should be able to quad out of that fairly easily. And we got triple, triple again, quad all the way to the corner, single. We need to try and not lean over too far so we can get the traction to get up and over the soupy triple. Going to shift up to third early to then try and get the drive coming out of here. Oh, I didn't brake early enough there though. Then just on, off, double, double. Might be able to get away with hugging the inside here, although it is wet. No, I think you might be better going outside and then carrying that momentum through the whoops rather than hugging the inside. In the dry, that might be more viable. Okay, Hamer's put an absolute steamer with 0.7 seconds faster, and I felt like the lap I just done there was quick, so that's concerning for me. Well, we're gonna have a quick break. I have no idea who Caden Minier is. Minier. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the AI is difficult. I agree. Even on easy, they were. I mean, they have like one or two fast in every thing, but even on easy, like Justin Barshaw's giving me a run for my money. Why is my internet being so poor at the moment? I'm dropping so many frames. Go on, sort yourself back out. Come back to me. Come back to me. It's coming back. You're coming back. We're good. Quality and race versions? No, this is just the only version. No ruts. It's just smooth. Just smooth this year. No differences at all. And between you guys and I didn't race last week. I was out touching grass for the first time in a long time, but I could have very easily made it home in time for it. I'm just so uninvested in the Supercross season this year. I don't get too much enjoyment out of playing these AMS level tracks. I wish there was something a bit more difficult about them and challenging, but this is what we are given, so we're going to ride it through for the rest of the year. Yeah, maybe I'm quite shit. My quality's not going well at all. I mean, I knew I was going to struggle today, based on the practice leading up beforehand, but I'd like to go a little bit quicker. I mean, it's been a while since I finished as low as 4th in my qualifying group. Then the back end sliding the whole way there. It's going to limit my forwards momentum completely. Try not to lean over too far in that flat turn. I just haven't asked for a Fantic paint yet. I'm sure that the one exists, but it's for a model swap. I need to go and reinstall the model swaps and stuff like that. I haven't got anything on the raw Fantic at the moment. We scumbag away through the whoops and just like, you can wheelie through quite a lot. I think I gained some time through there. I messed up at the start of the lap though. Let's try and go for a steamer. Oh, just kidding. Off the track. Right. We go again. Did we... We did run the 110 rear tyre last wet race, didn't we? It wasn't the 120. I think we had this discussion last time as well. The 120, even though you had a bit more grip here, it was bogging the bike down a lot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, my steering is completely all over the place right now. I'm struggling to put the bike where I want it to go. Yeah, I've got, I think, 4.5 hours on MTG now after just 2 days. And trying to learn the steering on that is so much different than trying to learn the steering on this. I feel it feels like you turn so tight in this game in comparison, because just the overall gameplay speed on MX bikes is quicker. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I'm struggling. See what I mean? Just trying to follow that rut there with the front wheel. Yoddy. That was nice. Just try and check up. Be patient with it. There you go. Get over that. Nice. This guy is built for these conditions. His name's Rains. Rains doesn't do well in the rain. What are we doing here? Boing. No, no, no. Go again. No, so I'm probably going to get this question quite a lot, and a lot of people don't like it because of it. The leak of the gameplay that you have seen, and what I have played so far, the reason that it is one stick on the left is not because it is one stick and it's all controlled on the left. It's because the current build that it is on, there is no rider input. So there is no right stick to use. The rider hasn't been put in yet. The build that is out right now for us was purely to test the bike's physics itself. So it's as if you were playing MX bikes right now and you just never touched the right stick and your rider didn't exist on the bike. It's just the bike only. What that means is there's also no rider weight pushing the bike down into the ground, so it might look a little bit twitchier than it will be in the final product. So don't concern yourselves too much about it in the gameplay just being done on the left stick. That is purely because there is no rider or right stick yet, if that makes sense. I never know the best way of wording these things. But at least, in my opinion, I mean, you've seen the whips that are possible and stuff like that. To be able to do that just by turning the handlebars on the bike, rather than any rider lean, you know, leaning side to side, forwards and back, all that good stuff, I think it's pretty damn impressive. I've already started giving feedback as well on the game. But it's hard to know what to be really critical of or not yet, because you could find in a month's time, when there's a new build out on the game, for example, and even then once the rider comes in and you can use the rider's weights to maneuver the bike around as well, any, I guess, feedback or criticisms might not even be relevant anymore. That could already be something that's just on the list to do. Oh, Stratos, thank you very much, my man, for 5 gifted. Don't forget, boys, if you was just one of them lucky ones there that got blessed by Mr. Stratos, make sure you say thank you. Oh, can we get this? Oh, that was much cleaner. There we go. My burger is getting very cold right now, but I am not satisfied with my qualifying lap at all. No! Oh, the bows! That's going to absolutely ruin me. Oh, that was a good lap up until then. I was 0.25 up just in the first sector alone. No! We might have to change the audio on that, because we don't vibe with Ricky anymore, do we, after the situation. They come. We're halfway through quali right now. Not good. I told you I'd be about 2 seconds off top. Tyler is literally bang on 2 seconds faster than me right now. But yeah, today was always going to be a struggle fest, I knew that. So it's a good thing I'm not in championship contention at all. I mean, there might even be quicker lines through the sand and through this river as well, but triple quad does feel pretty tasty. I'm surprised we can't even quad in the wet. I thought we'd not really get enough drive at all. Right, let's check up here this time. And then straight line as much as we can. There we go. Now I can stay a little bit lower there. Power, try and straight line this as well. Stay away from them bales. Let's even go up to 4th. There's got to be a different line through this rhythm specifically. Maybe he's stepping over. Maybe he's going all the way on the outside and going quad, maybe. Might have to give Tyler a little bit of a spectate. Been very narrow-minded in that section so far on what lines I want to do. Yeah, that felt like a super clean lap, and 1.5 seconds off. So I might have to do a little bit of searching. Oh, I've overjumped that time. Okay, we're not going to be able to quad, so I'm going to check up. Oh my god, I've still faced it. Jesus. Well, you know what, since this lap's a bit stinky, let's mess around in that rhythm. Let's try and go outside and quad, maybe. You might be able to get the speed to hit a bigger line after that. Yo, yeet. If I come all the way outside, can I get the... Oh, no, I can't. So what if I step over it rather than trying to quad it? Saying jump over the table and then triple. Go over, triple there, and then triple in. Yeah, I think I gained like a 10th. Looking up at the max height. Okay, we'll try that on the lap as well. That step over is going to be quite difficult to get every lap consistently, so really there's not much room for error at all. You've got to be very precise on the downside of that table. I'll take the back wheel. Stretch it! Oh! Yeah, we're already way down on this lap. Oh, back end came out. I'll stretch that. Barely. On Motocross the game, so general multiplayer is free. So like on MX Bikes right now, if you was just to load up the game and load up the online, you could join servers, you can play with your friends, for example. That's all completely free. It's the esports / the ranked competitive aspect of it that is a subscription base. And a lot of people, as soon as they hear that, I think they turn their nose up and say, well, that's shit. I kind of go in the opposite direction, to be honest, because right now, if you want to be an absolute arsehole and ruin someone else's night and just punt them for no reason, The worst you get is you get a week or 3 weeks ban from ARL, and that's it. If you do that on Motocross the game, it hurts your pockets as well. Like, you are wasting money, essentially. So I think it will enforce more people in competitive scenarios to actually behave themselves and obey the rules. And I even said going as far as, like, maybe tying in a phone number to your account, for example. So if you then are an arsehole and you get banned, it's not as simple as just buying the game again. Like, you have to go through all of the efforts having another phone number and stuff like that. I would love there to be more consequences for people not taking shit seriously. And I know people might cringe and say, you're an uncle, why'd you care about video games so much? It's not so much the game itself, it's more about the integrity of the racing and the competitions. If anybody saw Kellen and Awoods crash out from the sim stream the other night, some people in their chat were just like, well, it's no big deal, but I'm completely in the same position as them. I think it's bollocks. If someone qualifies 8th and then tells... 8th in the LCQ and basically just tells people in front of him to give him the spot, I think that's bullshit. You know, you've failed to miss a race, your night is done. You shouldn't get any points, no matter what happens. If you pay people, if you don't pay people, if you just ask, that shouldn't happen at all. So I'm all for fair racing. I think there should be a good amount of integrity involved in the racing. Sorry that I keep stepping on there. My brain's just blank at the moment. Community hosted races. Yeah, again, I think that just falls under the same bracket as playing with your friends. I think that's all free. I don't know about a similar system to like my MXB at the moment, where people can create their own series. I don't have all the information in that regards. Oh no. Oh, I think I should have been second gear there. Get the bike moving forwards. Third gear I was bogging a little bit too much. See what Tyler's doing. So Tyler's checking up. Oh, he's ruined his run. That's annoying. I wanted to watch his line, see where he's going. Hmm. I know there's ways of getting around like the phone number stuff, but to have as many obstacles in place to stop people being dickheads is the best way to go. I'm kind of overqualifying right now. I need to finish eating this burger. Ah. Yeah, another mudder, Bradley. I've been getting so many comments on TikTok as well. People saying like this game's far too expensive. And it's like, well, why are you happy paying like $60 for Monster Energy Supercross every year, which is the same recycled shit, but you won't pay 60 once for a game that is meant to last forever? At least it's going to be over multiple years. You're not going to be buying Motocross the Game 2 and then Motocross the Game 3 the next couple of years afterwards. How do I feel about losing to Troy in qualifying? It's the race results that matter. Quali is just an ego boost at the end of the day. In terms of mod for Motocross the Game, they're still deciding what direction they want to go in it, so I don't have a definitive answer for you there. Ah. For the coin system, I believe Nico said there's going to be a hard currency and a soft currency. So there'll be a currency that you earn in game to upgrade stuff in game. And there'll also be like you can put money on your account as well to buy other things, probably like cosmetic stuff. Right. We've got 2 minutes to try and get a little bit of a better timing. Oh, I don't understand why I get such a good run over at some laps and then go nowhere other laps when it feels like the same run up. Any of the super harsh criticisms that I've seen in comments sometimes does just seem to come from people that are very uninformed on the whole thing and who's involved in it. And it's really hard sometimes, even replying to like a TikTok comment, it's really hard to word things in a way that doesn't come across as condescending. I really, really struggle with it. And so I said in my Instagram / TikTok reel that for the first 5 minutes or stuff, I was struggling to go straight. People take that so literally. I've seen people commenting and being like, oh, it's not really realistic if you're struggling to go in a straight line. That's the easiest thing to do on a bike. But it's like, well, if you remove all of your real life rider weight from a bike and try and get that bike going in a straight line by itself at 2 miles an hour, just by turning the handlebars and that's it, with no rider actually controlling the bike, it's going to be a bit wobbly. It's not going to go the straightest ever, is it? But it's hard to break that all down. People will take things very literally. Do 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 do. Yo, yeet. I've also seen other people saying like it's expensive in this country or it's expensive in that country. I don't know the price for every region, if that makes sense. I know some games the price changes depending on where you are. So like Argentinians, for example, they basically have to pay like a month's salary just to get the game on some games. And I don't know if that's the case for this. I've only looked at the euro balance at the moment. I don't know if that's changing because you can change country on the website when you are pre-ordering it anyway. But I don't know. I don't know about that. It's a weird one as well because it's like, let's say the price is changed for Argentinians, for example, and it ends up being like $3 for the US in comparison because of how the Argentinian economy is. What's stopping you just buying it, logging in with an Argentinian VPN and just buying it for $3 instead of the full amount? I don't know. Will they get licensing? That's hard to say. It's very, very hard to say. That they've added that onto the roadmap for the future. I don't know where you stand on that. It's not like a, what's the word? It's not a sector. Sector? No, that's not the right word. It's not an area that I have much knowledge in. To be honest, I don't know what things like that cost. You probably find what they make? There was 100,000, wasn't it, on Kickstarter that they made to begin with? I doubt that 100,000 would even touch the size of getting all the licensing to get every real life brand in a game. So it's very hard to say. And I doubt they would do anything illegally. You can always just get around it by doing what they done on MXVS ATV Reflex back in the day, by having a Kawasaki look like a Kawasaki, but just calling it a Dakumoto. So you could go down that route, and I don't mind that. There's some people that care quite a lot about things like that, but it looks the same, who cares? My frames are absolutely horrendous right now. We love the rain. Fantic does get out of the start in the wet. I had really good starts at round 11 in the wet as well, didn't I? Oh, I know what I can turn off. That might help me. I think I've still got shadow play on. Like I've got the Nvidia thing on. Let me end all of that, because I was recording, oh, pardon me, a lap on Motocross the game. Let's turn these off. And it keeps trying to regenerate new ones. That's lovely. Can you just let me actually close the game, please? End task. End task. End task again. It just keeps creating new ones. End task. And end task for a 7th time. No, it's not letting me. Lovely. That's great. We love that. Nice. These tyres, I believe they're the... Are they still the... Oh, actually, I changed my button. Hang on. Are they still... I think they're the Enduro tyres from Dash Pack's Enduro Pack still that I haven't taken off. So they probably look a bit chunky compared to the usual OEM ones. Yeah, I got the game. It's only for a select few people. There's like the backers who backed like $500, for example, and then what we call the media partners as well. So like the bigger YouTubers. That's why if you was watching my stream last night, you saw me playing MESX, I was very hesitant about how far down here in the M's I would scroll on on Steam. You didn't see that. Somebody's watching me. That's my anxiety. Got 14? No, I got 4.5. Yo, hit. But no, I asked yesterday, are we allowed to say that we played the game? And they said yes, so I think that's fine. Just cannot show any screenshots or footage or anything like that of my own just yet. There's an embargo on at the moment. So as soon as that is lifted, I promise all of you I'll be playing the absolute shit out of that game 24/7 and probably streaming it a hell of a lot as well. What happened? No, I don't know if it's in a concerned way or a normal way, but I think I only finished like 5th in this server. I don't know where I am overall yet. They haven't compiled them all, but I'm very good, thank you, Ben. Thank you for asking. I'm just a bit rusty on the sticks today. I have not played bikes at all recently. It wouldn't be as bad if I wasn't playing a different motocross game, because the muscle memory wouldn't take long to come back, but I'm still trying to turn as if I'm playing MTG. I was 14th. It's not terrible. I've had worse. Should still get out of the gate fairly well. And then a good heat race result gives you a good gate pick for the main anyway, so no worries, it's all fine. Although if I am a second and a half off every single lap, then even if I'm running my best laps, the top guys have to just run okay laps for them, and I'll still get dumpstered on. But I wanted to show up tonight just to give you boys another stream, really. So it would be no skin off my back if I didn't do any Supercross race for the rest of the year. Oh, you wonder why? Okay, no, that's fine. So if you're new to this schedule, the server that we're in right now is just for qualifying. So we've just done our qualifying, and then all that happens is for those qualifying results to export, so they can get the information to put all the qualifying results together and work out where you were. The next session has to start, so that's why there was a race started. It doesn't mean anything at all. It's just treat it as basically like a practice start, and that's it. So there's no collisions in the server at all, so you can't hit anybody. That's why I just stopped. It's not an actual race. Yeah, I got a new microphone. Let me listen to myself back actually, because I don't know what it sounds like yet. I got a new microphone. Let me listen to myself back actually, because I don't know what it sounds like. That's not terrible. It's okay. I could probably change some like filters and stuff on it to make it sound a bit bassier, but this is my new girl now on the old arm. I have no idea, to be honest, tonight. That's far too early to tell. I'd probably just go based on feel, to be honest. That's all I ever tend to do in games. I just go based on what settings feel nice to me at the time. Let's try... I've not been outside in the sand yet. Like, properly outside. I keep cutting down to the inside at all. Why is everyone leaving AJP? They just want to play with their friends, that's all. Just want to play with their buddies. Like Cam and Ken's, for example, were really, really good friends. So then Ken's went because I'm pretty sure he just wanted to run some Fox gear, wanted to run something a bit different, because people do get bored running the same gear brand all the time. But AJP is an FXR only team. And then I think Cam went just to be with Ken's as well, essentially. There's nothing malicious there at all. We all still get on absolutely fine. It's not nobody's been booted or anything like that. So everyone's still on good terms. One thing I've bought, I don't know, I can't really show you. If you're interested, you can Google it. I bought something which is by the brand Focusrite, which all of these, the XLR cables and stuff plug into. My old mic was USB, but XLR will give you much better quality. And then I've also got a decibel booster then plugged into that as well. So even if I talk really loudly in this and it caps out, it shouldn't really like crackle. It should still be a fairly clear loud. We got a ways to go until the main event tonight. I'm just waiting for the heat race servers to go up, and then we'll get in there. We'll then have to wait for the LCQ races to go. Then we got to wait for the 250 main event to go, and then it will be my main event. Your yeet. Favourite tracks in the UK? It's a tough one because I'm not really that well ventured. I've not really tried everything, to be honest. I mean, the new VIP layout I did have a really good time on Wednesday. I really enjoyed it. I think it's 10 times better than the old layout was. It's just easy, isn't it? I really like Moto 101 as well. I always have a good time around Moto 101. I think my opinion would change on what track, depending on what level of fitness I'm on. Because there's some amazing tracks in the UK, like Blacksall is an unreal track to ride. However, it gets so beaten up really early that I can't hang on for very long at all, even when I was racing every single weekend when I was younger. So fitness would come into play, but it's like I love that place for a lap, and then it beats you up afterwards. When I'm hopping on the Stark, I've been on the Stark. I've been doing a lot of IRL videos recently. We've got a bit of a wait now, though. I don't think I'm going to be riding again until right at the very, very end of April. So we've got a little bit of downtime now. I think I should probably learn to start enjoying sand tracks and actually learn how to ride in sand, shouldn't I, since Fat Cats is basically my local track now. It's an hour away, so is Preston's an hour away as well. Moto 101's about an hour and 40 away from me now. But it's like the tracks I would always used to ride, like Wild Tracks, when I lived further down south. Wild Tracks is now like 3.5 hours away from me. So it's almost not worth the drive at this point because it's too far. So the AJP boys, they are going to be racing at the Acerbis in Scotland next weekend. Not this weekend coming, the one after that. And loads of you who are massive MX Bikes nerds will know exactly the track that it's at as soon as I mention it. They are racing at Drumclog. Rest in peace, Fraz, by the way. #4Fraz. And I looked at Drumclog on YouTube. First of all, I thought, wow, the tracking game is so overscaled, it's ridiculous. These tabletops aren't anywhere near as big as I thought they'd be. But I was very tempted to do it. The issue that I find myself in right now is I have basically spent money that I don't have over the last 2 months or so in buying this bike, buying a new hairline, all of that shit, buying a new, like, 700 quid's worth of microphone and kit and setup to go with it. I kind of need to give my bank account a little bit of a break. Because for lack of better terms, I am pretty much skint to the end of this month. So I can't really justify spending all that money again to go racing this month. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time off. Meepow is probably my least favourite track of all time. But again, that just goes back to not liking sand at all. What was quality time? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look-see. See what we're working with. Don't need that anymore. Upcoming races. Take out a loan? No, I'd rather not. I would rather not do that at all. Somebody's watching me. Well, as I said, I ended up 14th overall, which I don't think is actually too terrible. There we go. So 50. Wait, what is it? 52.9. Okay. Rex is on a 51.3. Tyler 51.1. 51. So 3 of them are in the 51s, and then everybody else is like 52.2 and back. So in terms of the rest of the field, I'm actually right there. It's just the 3 or 4 aliens at the front I'm nowhere near, which I don't mind at all. I think that's absolutely fine. Got Jam's got in, my fellow Fantic brother. Just the 2 Fantics in here. So you need, in 450, you needed a 55 flat to get in. That is a massive drop-off on our Supercross track. From a 51 to a 55, that's huge. Let's have a look at 250 times. I imagine there's quite a few 250 boys that qualified better than me. Oh, it's East West Showdown today, so you had to be in the top 20 for each coast. 57 free. Did I just click on East or did I just click on West? Can't remember. 57 free and a 56-7, depending on what coast you are. That's what we're rocking with right now. Don't have any plans to ride at Finningley. I don't think I've ever seen footage of Finningley ever in my life. The concrete jumps at Meepow was scary. I just didn't like Meepow at all. No, I don't think MTG is available to the general public anymore. The only people that should be able to play the really, really early build right now is a handful of YouTube people. Obviously the creators of the game. And then the people that backed, I think it was like $500 or something or more on Kickstarter. They got like really, really early exclusive access. Who's Fraz? Fraz was an MX Bikes player, a very lovely man, who got Kevin Fuela to make Drumclog in-game because Fraz and Fraz's family own Drumclog Motor Park in real life. Fraz, however, unfortunately passed away. Is it 3 years ago now, or was it 2 years? Was it maybe just over 2 years ago now? And in-game, we done a memorial race for him on Drumclog, which was really, really sweet. I streamed that. Fraz's family was watching it as well, and so I was very, very proud to be a part of that. But yeah, unfortunately, he is not with us anymore. Doing Rock Wildcats next weekend, that should be good as well. Wild tracks when it's dry, I absolutely love. It's when it starts getting a bit sloppy, because I'm awful in ruts. I'm not good at it at all. Like in deep ruts anyway, I just don't get enough practice. That's something that I want to work on quite a lot. You see, unlike the flat track stuff, I'm actually alright. It's as soon as we then get into the ruts, I do what, like, in my head as well. It's like, right, stand up on the brakes, then sit down, get the leg out all at the same time just as you get into it, look to the end of the rut, roll on the throttle, but I'll either lean too far and then have to go and dab a foot, or I'll be too upright and then not follow the rut around properly. So I just need to do it more. Even just on normal days, if there is a smooth line rather than a rutted line, I would normally go to it, whereas now I'm going to try and actually force myself to go in that rut instead. Thank you very much, Bradley. Yeah, give yourself a little bit of a rest. I saw your DM. Thank you very much for that. I'll give it a go over this weekend and do my usual video and stuff. I appreciate you, my man. Where can you see quality times? Rewind the stream about 2 minutes, or alternatively, go to mymxb.com and all the times will be on there. It's my anxiety. Grah! Grah, grah! Skitty pip pop pop. It's not showing you on the heat list. Then did you qualify? Did you go fast enough? You probably only need to run like 2.5 litres maximum in the heat race, but I always just do 4 so it feels a little bit more similar to the race conditions when I run like 5.5. Do I use a paid reshade or a free one? Break that down for a second. You tell me there's paid reshade settings that people are willingly buying. If so, that is outrageous. No, my reshade preset's free. It is, you see, I don't know if you can read that because it's going to be so small on your screens. It's just called Hurren MX because it's part of the Hurren MX compound. Like on the MXB shop, if you go to that track page and you scroll down in the track's description, he's linked it there. Like, that's free. But if anybody's paying for reshade settings, I'm sorry, you've got too much money to waste. That is it. Let's just say I'm completely new to reshade as well. Let me select a completely different one. Actually, you'll laugh at this. Let's select a completely different one, as if I don't know what I'm doing. Is it that hard, really, just to click things one by one and see what looks good and what doesn't look good? Like, is it that outrageous? Oh god. Right, we're going to play MX Bikes as if we're on a Nokia phone, or a Nokia phone, as the Americans would say. I've been playing this in Minecraft. Man, you thought the bit rate was bad before. Jesus Christ, I can count the pixels on the screen. Skirt! Yeah. Dribble. No. Okay, so off the start, I'm going to have to go double, and then triple into the corner. Actually, you know, the only reshade I generally would pay for is whatever people like Alpha use on these screenshots take. I know there's a lot of Photoshop involved as well, but there's something that they managed to do with the lighting there that makes the screenshots just look so realistic in comparison to other just normal in-game screenshots. I generally would pay for that, just to be able to take screenshots like that, but then you don't also pay for the Photoshop skills involved, so you get like half of what you want. Yeah. Triple quad after the sand. I can get the triple, just not the quad. So I'm not getting it consistently. Make sure you're in the right gear to where you're not spinning up the back end or bogging too much. And then the only other difference you can make is... Actually, I shouldn't be on the track here. You can triple... You can hit exactly the same triple in as someone else, but not make the quad because you not hit the jump fast enough. If that makes sense. So if you hit the triple in, but you go quite high up in the air, so you're not really moving forwards as much, you won't have as much momentum going forwards to get over the quad. Whereas if you hit the triple in faster and scrub it and stay slightly lower, you will have a couple of extra miles an hour then to hit the quad afterwards, so that might be what you're missing. Even if you downside it perfectly both times, if you're moving forwards rather than moving up, you're going to have a better result. Do I agree with how they make it rain not clear? Yes, 100%. If it's raining in real life, which it looks like it looks like it's absolutely pissing it down for the entire weekend, then yes, I've got no issue with them making it rainy in-game. I just wish that they would also add some ruts in the game as well, to actually make it feel like a mudder, because now we just kind of end up going around on skates rather than filtering in through the mud. I wish this game handled skinny ruts better, because I would love someone to make a replica of, like, last round in real life, where it's just an absolute shit show and ruts everywhere, crisscrossing all over the place. Because there was a few tracks like that on MX Simulator when I used to play, and they were extremely painful to play back then, to be fair. Like, you'd be skating all over the place and your front end would just collapse on you, but it was a fun challenge as well. I wish this game handled the skinny ruts better. Yes, 100%, they should make it rutty. But they're just going based on the vote at the start of the year. ARL done a vote. Asked a lot of top boys if they wanted smooth tracks or rutted tracks for this year, and the pussies that want to hold down right trigger everywhere said, you know what, we want a smooth track, and that's what we're stuck with. I think they're kind of realising the error of their ways now, because all the top boys now seem to want ruts, but they're committed, basically, to that vote, so it's going to be smooth for the whole season. What's the road? That is a good question, Jerry. It is on 0.15. So I don't imagine it will get too beat up, since it's just a 6-minute +1 race. I think it should be okay. Oh, we've got MTG talking game as well. Someone just made a good point in the in-game chat as well about Piboso updating this game now that MTG's coming up. I genuinely thought as soon as the initial announcements were made about Motocross the game, Piboso might go, okay, it's time for me to actually work hard now and do some updates that the community wants to keep people over here. Still hasn't happened. Hasn't happened at all. No, I think that the rough at Daytona, I think, was absolutely perfect. I don't think it was too much at all. I mean, you have to... Realistically, because we can't really rely on the in-game road too much because it's just shit and it doesn't actually form ruts. You just get one deep trench everywhere and that's it. You have to kind of pre-make a lot of different options. Like if you take any Supercross track, unless it's maybe like one of the more southern tracks where the grounds are really hard baked and it goes shiny, the amount of ruts them boys get exiting the corners and even in between jumps and rhythms is unreal. I know you always get a couple of people that are very, very doubtful about things, but I am surprised in the overwhelming positivity from that alpha gameplay footage. Bearing in mind what you've seen in there isn't even a half of a product. It's absolute bare bones. It's remove the rider from this bike right now. None of this, no left, right, forward, back, none of that exists. You're purely playing the game with left and right on your handlebars, bike only. There's no rider weight involved at all yet or anything like that to be able to manipulate the bike more. The fact that you can do what you can do in that game just by turning the handlebars and accelerating and braking is nuts to me. Like, it's so satisfying to play. And I really, really hope that I can stream it and do videos on it soon to kind of show off how good it is at this point. Because I gave Reaper a little bit of a dig in the little Instagram reel that I made, and I was, Reaper's slow, blah, blah, blah. I've already tried hot lapping. I have already tried hot lapping. It's difficult to do. It's really, really hard. There's such a fine line between sending it too much and crashing or getting it just perfect and being fine and hitting a jump really, really well. And I know that it's a new game as well, so it's all fresh and it's all going to be more fun than like 4,000 hours at bikes is. I cannot tell you how good you feel coming out of a bowl turn on MTG and going triple through a rhythm section. It feels so, so good. And you know, in real life, have we got any examples? So yeah, in real life, the pros are obviously so good. If they was to like downside here, you know how if they was to double into this corner, they'd just do a tiny little, just flick the bike really quickly and stay super low. You can't really do that too well on this game. It's just a little bit clunky and funky sometimes, but you can do exactly that on MTG. You just go in, give a little handlebar, just a little flick, and the bike will stay super low. You won't bounce up really high. It will go in a straight line. And if you can we stop spinning, please? Thank you. If you can, say, jump this double into this corner, if you pitch the bike in a way that you land slightly to the right here, you get so much more then turn angle out of the corner as well. So you have to be really forwards thinking and planning ahead. You're not allowed on track because it causes erode prematurely before the race starts, and they don't like resetting the track before the race starts because it can cause some what we call vortex ruts sometimes, just random holes in the ground. So the general rule of thumb is just to not ride the track until the race begins. But I am really bad at multitasking, so as soon as I start talking to you guys, I forget where I am and what I'm doing, and I will ride the track without even realising it. Thoughts on MTG being moddable or not? Again, there's nothing set in stone on if it will be or won't be yet. In my mind, the reason this game has stayed alive so long is because of the community and the mods. But then also the game has never really been updated either. And I know you can't really go about... I mean, there's ways of doing mods on console as well. Even if it was to the extent of maybe you can put your own like gear in the game, so you can make your own skins for like bikes and stuff like that. That should be absolutely fine. I don't know how often we're going to get tracks for the game itself made by the game. I imagine it'll be very, very often. Almost like on an iRacing basis as well. I think the PC side of things should have some level of modability. Even if it's a case of maybe you submit tracks through a system and then the higher-ups decide on if you can put that track gets put into the game or not. Because then you could almost have like what console players have on games like Skyrim and Fallout, where there is a mod menu of verified mods. So mods that were like originally on PC that they've then put on over to console because they've been given the all clear. Stuff like that I think would be cool. Almost like a Steam Workshop in a way, but a Steam Workshop that is for verified stuff only, not just like everybody uploads whatever they want. I have no power over that at all, Marcus. No power whatsoever. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. My race is about to start as well. Right. My heat race is going. Let me just double check that I've got the setups on. Yeah, we're good. Muddy bike, though. I would be surprised if they had an in-game gear maker. I feel like that's you're very limited on what you can do with that. I think it's much better to have external stuff like Photoshop. I know that wouldn't affect the console gamers at all, but for PC I think that's the better way to go. Oh, someone just got a jump start next to me. That's going to be red flagged. No, someone on the inside didn't brake. And you know what? Whoever was on the inside of me didn't brake so hard, he didn't even make the first fucking corner. God, I hate people on this game. That's how I'm so over it. I really, really am. Like, competing in this game does not bring me any joy anymore. Just the general IQ of people is painful. And I think MTG is going to have like a safety rating system as well, like iRacing does, and you get penalised for being a bad racer. So, for example, there, whoever decided just not to touch the brakes on the far inside and go all the way off the track, pushing everybody else off the track, would get like a negative rating because of it. Which I think is good. Because I hate when other people ruin my race. I don't mind ruining the race for myself, just by being shit at the game. But it's when it's someone else's fault, that's when it really gets under my skin. We are already up into a transfer spot, which is all we need. We like that. But I'm tiptoeing my way around. I feel so uncomfortable. Oh my god. Hello, Frizzy. We've got quite a few 24 months going on right now. We had a few yesterday, and now we got you today. Thank you very much, Frizzy. It's been a pleasure to be part of your life for the last 2 years. I promise I will propose soon. We'll get married eventually. Yeah, no red flag. I don't know if it was actually a jump start to my right, because I've got chat off in game, or if it's just, you know, netcode being netcode and the guy disappeared for me for a second, but yeah, I don't see anything. And to be fair, they'll only red flag if the person that jump started went and said in Discord that they've jump started, because there's no way of them knowing otherwise. They can't see all the servers like that. Ooh, trying to park cars, go around the outside. Oh, no. Oh, I'm messing all this up. I'm an absolute goober. Adam's going to come back past now. Yeah. Oh, blood bounce to the moon. Oh, I shouldn't have really tried that. I should have just slotted in up the inside. Because, again, the issue that we got with no ruts is there is really only one line in every rhythm. Because if you try going underneath someone, you're not going to be able to triple in. And the double in is nowhere near as fast. Whereas if there was a nicer rut in the middle there, I could still have tried to go up the inside of Adam and still have the speed to be able to triple in. Yeah, a lot of people are going to the tight inside here. I think I still prefer the outside because I can then scrub that double in and get just better momentum through the whips. Yeah, oh my goodness. Too steezy. There's a lot of Americans in this. A hell of a lot of Americans in this. Just going based off the colour of his ping. Oh. Oh, stretch it! I don't blame them being a lot of US guys in here. I would generally, like, if I had to choose between the EU format of racing and the NA format of racing, I'd much prefer the EU one. I have no desire to sit and have to grind a track for 5 hours just to compete with the other guys that have also done the same thing. I suppose this is one of the easier rounds to qualify for as well, because it's East-West Showdown, so none of the 250 boys are going to be in this class today. Just 450 gamers only, and then we've also got the rain, which is a great equaliser, as we know. Get some unknown gamers come out of the woodwork and put in a hot performance. Probably the best I've hit that quad. Got just under 2 minutes plus a lap to go. Dizzle's going to case that, which is good for me. Rax has been struggling a bit this race. Don't know if he's just trying to go full send and he doesn't really care. I'm going to keep an eye on what Rax does in this rhythm. Does he go over? Do the same line? He does, and then he triples out. Okay, good to know. Good to know I'm on the right track there. Thank you whoever suggested that to me in qualifying. We come up to lap... Oh, no, Rax has cuts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't even mind finishing 4th here. Still a good gate pick. Good gate pick for the heat. For the main, sorry, not the heat. We're in the heat. And up like 8th gate pick, something like that. The back end was spinning there. I didn't get the drive. Keep over jumping that little one in the middle, so I can't get the triple out. Don't know who Boy is. Don't know if it's someone that's changed their name. But he's been doing really well in GPs, and he's now doing really well in Supercross as well. I don't think I'd ever seen him before GPs. Unless it's been a 250 guy that's now trying to do 450s instead. Coming in there way too tight of an angle. Very satisfying little back brake tap there to get the extra distance to get up and over. Oh, let me finish on the podium, please, Boy, after my horrendous start. That'd be nice. Right, so over. Check up more. Now I've checked up too much. That's a really tricky little step over there. That's not a hard jump, it's just you have to be super precise on the landing. Haven't done it enough times yet. Right, going into the last lap now. I think I'm probably going to end up finishing in 4th, or I'll be 5th if I crash. This will all come past. Oh my god. Oh, way too far. Nice, Boy made a mistake. Still going to try stretching this quad out. Nice. That's us up into 3rd. More mistakes in front. That is a lapper. Yes, it is a lapper. Well, lapping in the heat race is crazy. 6 minutes plus 1. Shows the difference right now between the top and the bottom of the field in terms of just speed. And that. Oh, yeah, I've jumped it a little bit more again in the middle. Oh, the whoops are going away fairly quickly though. You get into them a little bit more now. I don't mind that. I'm not unhappy with the pace at all. Did I just run a better lap than I did in my qualifying? No, I don't think so. I think my qualifying was a 52 something. Yeah, like 52.9. I mean, I was only just off my quali pace. So I'm getting it back. We're getting there as the night goes on. This is 450s. 196. That should get you in the heat for the NA. Maybe, probably not, to be honest, Aiden. You could forget that NA have another 4 hours of grinding the track, so you're going to have to probably take some more time off of that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I've played MTG Shorts. I've played it. I've got about 4.5 hours on it at the moment. Speaking about Supercross tomorrow, Rolls, doesn't the Supercross tomorrow start really early compared to normal as well? No, I was only catching Rax when he was crashing, but as soon as he got up again, he put like 2 seconds on me in 2 laps, so he's definitely way faster. Yeah, he's almost a full second quicker than me in terms of fast laps. Swear he's had a good lap. Oh, Frizzy, thank you for the 5 gifted, my man. And Rusper got 1. Rusper's lurking in there. He didn't want to say anything in chat. You've just baited him out. Look at that. Lots of comes from Ricky. Coming all over the place. Love seeing Jerry get 1 as well. Jerry's in it absolutely every single time. I don't have all the information yet, unfortunately, Wilf, about the penalties, but they do want to make it like the iRacing system, where you have like a safety rating and things like that. The full extent of it, I do not know yet, unfortunately. I'm sure all of that information will come out as the year progresses. Oh yeah, apparently 2 people did jumpstart. 2 people jumpstart and they don't restart is insane. Well, you have to tell them. Have to tell them in Discord, otherwise they won't know. It was tabbed out. Yeah. Listen, boys. Let's say I didn't own the means to watch the Masters the way it's intended to be watched. Is there any alleged ways of watching it the way it's not intended to be watched, allegedly? Danger Boy racing this weekend. The Deegs Danger Boy is indeed racing. Because it's East-West Showdown, so everybody's racing. All the 250s are racing. Fuck off. Did you get in, Gio? Oh, you weren't in this one. No way you made it in. Fair play. Well done, buddy. Love that. I every time you keep coming back saying, oh, you was just off, this, that, and the other. Well done. I thought Rory had a stinky day today, or was that yesterday that he got like a double bogey on one hole? The Masters is free to watch only in the US. Only in the US, Troy. And, I mean, it's technically free here if you already pay for certain TV subscriptions. It's included within that. But if you don't pay for TV subscriptions, because you don't watch TV normally, you don't. Why so much rut? Do you mean why no ruts? There's no ruts because the pros in this game were pussies at the start of the season and they didn't want ruts, so they voted for no ruts. And now they're all regretting their decision because now everybody wants them back again. I wanted them the entire time. Rory went 5 under through 5 holes, started back 9. Fair play. I love Rory. Thank you very much, Ireland. Hope Max podiums so we can hear someone ask about the MESX character in the press conference. Oh, mate, I love Max so much. He replied to that post that I made. I was really happy about it. Let me go find it real quick. Profile. Here it is. Yeah, if none of you were in for the Monster Energy stream that we done yesterday, this is what they have made our Lord and Saviour Max Anstey look like in the game. No, it's just this is funny. He actually does look like Macklemore. Where is he? He replied to it somewhere. Here he is. Old Max. He said, "Oh dear, oh dear." Yeah, that's outrageous. They did do, yeah, to be fair, they did do a lot of the Euro riders dirty. What I don't understand about how people look in this game, I don't know if they've used a face scan system, in which way they definitely need a new camera because it ain't working, or if they have a system to where somebody has to go and like slide different settings to make like noses bigger and or ears further apart, nostril gap and stuff like that. Because if that's the way they've done it, then they need to hire somebody else. Because as Donut actually made me laugh so much. Where's Donut's comment? Where is he? Yeah, it says they made minimum Anstey instead of max Anstey. I love that. I thought that was great. Very good indeed. I am going to do a little plug real quick and show you this for any of you that haven't seen it yet, because I do have, I guess, a financial incentive to sell you this game also. Not massive, it's just an affiliate in the same way that FXR gear, you've got a code and stuff like that for. But
right
we'll
underneath
that is loud.
Then I imagine you're probably already quite excited for Motocross the game, but might have some questions. First of all, why is the person...
This is Reaper's footage, by the way. This isn't me. I said, if it was me playing, we wouldn't be going so slow. But I love Reaper.
...of the game myself right now there's a few things that I want to talk about because there's always lots of questions.
And you also have to bear in mind
like
with
this
this,
when they're first coming out.
Like I said, this is bike only, left stick only, no rider inputs at all.
Experience on this game. The in-air physics on this game are amazing. Bearing in mind, there's no rider input on the game as of yet. As you can see, there's no rider.
I don't know when I can release footage yet. Unfortunately, I'm patiently waiting.
In the air, the whips feel so good, and it's all.
I wish you could fast forward Instagram
you
reels.
the whip on the face of the jump. The harder you lean it over, the bigger the whip will be. It's possible to whip too hard and the bike come back, not quick enough. It's possible to go the other way.
Yeah, I'm
and not do it
still
enough.
running the enduro tyres dashback.
So there's a nice middle ground that you have to find. The gyro.
It's just where I play in first person. I'm too lazy to go and switch over because I just don't see it any of the time.
So sad.
I think the bike sounds good as well. I saw someone say the bike sound awful, or it follows through the whole time rather than bouncing, rather than valve bouncing at all.
Everywhere, but you're also not tiptoeing around.
But the acceleration out the turns feels really good.
Started the first 5 to 10 minutes, even struggling to go in a straight line. This is meant to be a simulation game after all. And after an hour, I found myself with a little bit of patience, just kind of doubling or tripling my way around tracks, not going wide open everywhere, to do multiple consecutive laps without.
Yeah, Troy's got to lock in onto bikes,
The front end will knife if you try and push it too hard, so there are limits to it, which if you're someone like me and you wanted the game to be slowed down ever so slightly, you'll find
who leaked the gameplay. I don't think anybody leaked the gameplay. I think it was an intentional leak to build hype around it, and if that is the case, it's done a very, very good job because now everyone's talking about it the whole time. But when I asked about what I can show, this is pre-recorded footage that Doc has made for us to talk over. This is all I'm allowed to show. I can't do my own stuff yet. There's an embargo on it, so I'm waiting until I can to post my own stuff.
And even like the on-track textures and the norms the team feel.
Not sure about Rutch yet. I haven't played with any deform or anything like this. This is very bare bones to begin with.
Lins4, using that at checkout will give you an extra 4% off.
Lins4 at checkout,
and that can be
used on
any of the tiers.
Use it,
and can also be used once the game releases as well. It hasn't got to be a pre-order. So I hope you like what you saw. I hope you're.
There you go. That's what I'd say. I just wanted to get that little plug in as well. Give me the plug. Give me that plug. How big is the alpha? How do I check the file size of a game? I want to say it was like only like 2 gig, if that. It was very small. Hello, Wee Woo. Help you make a decision. A new YZ250F or send it for the Triumph. I am notoriously a Yami enjoyer. The only 250s I've owned have been Yamis, so it's hard to say, but I don't think I've seen anyone really say anything negative about the Triumphs yet. So that's a tough one. Yeah, not too sure. Money over quality. I don't understand. Can you explain your workings a little bit for me, Rival? Because I want you to break that down a little bit. What to you is not the quality part you're after yet? Because the game isn't out. The game doesn't exist yet, by the way. So what's the money over the quality part? What there do you see that you don't like? And I can probably give you a reason why it's like that to begin with. Or are we talking about MESX? Because I've probably missed a lot of chat. Chat's moving really quick today. Chat is moving really well. There will be, yes, to AA games, there'll be full suspension setups and everything like that as well. Everything will be fully customizable. If you're on 85s, Archer, I would say, unless you're way too big for the bike, to stay on it. Because once you move up, you can obviously never go back, so you may as well get your time out of it. But if you're riding around and your knees are bashing the handlebars and stuff like that, then yeah, move up. Is MTG easier than bikes? From my initial testing, no. But then I'm also comparing 5 hours here. I'm comparing 5 hours of gameplay to 4,300 hours of gameplay, and I couldn't remember how bikes felt to me when I first started playing it. So I don't know. It's a tough one. I do think that I learn games very quickly. Anyway, it doesn't really take me that long. So after those 5 hours, I can do 2 laps, maybe sometimes 3, without crashing.
But then it's the same way as if I was to ride around on bikes right now and just double my way around the track. It's that sort of not crashing, because I haven't put the time in yet to really know how to push hard on it. But the game rewards you for being precise with your inputs and being smooth. It's not like MX bikes where you can come into a bowl, absolutely crank the bike over as hard as you want, just duct tape your right trigger down and you'll just rail it perfectly. You've got to take your time. It's like you get the bike lent over, you like brake in with the bike slightly more upright, and then when you get to the apex of the turn, you get off the brakes, drop the bike into the turn, smoothly accelerate out. You've got to be in the right gear at the right time as well. You can't just like bang it off the limiter in second gear, for example, like you can on bikes, and still go really, really quick. You've got to just use the gearbox and shift as well. I think the base of the game is always going to be better if the base of what bikes was, just because it's a more modern game using more modern engines and technology. So it's always people will want to compare the two to know if they want to buy it or not. Because if you're someone that likes playing MX bikes, you would then also like this game if it felt like MX bikes. But it's really hard to compare the two, because it's the same way as saying, yeah, F1 and Forza are exactly the same as each other, because you turn left to go left and you turn right to go right. It's really hard to compare it in the same way that the motocross games are the same, because you turn left to go left and you turn right to go right. They all have their own individual things that they like and they dislike. It is a really tough one to compare. Are we talking about MTG here, or are we talking about MESX Rival? Just to confirm. Because if you're on about MESX, I kind of agree, but then I also think the game should be not a clunky is not the right word. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate just because they're more marketed towards it being an arcadey game. If we're talking about MTG, then you have to realize that the footage that you've just seen there is the very, very first build of the game that is bike only. There is no rider input at all. You imagine if you just let your motorbike go in real life, no rider on it, so no weight pushing the wheels down into the ground to get traction, no counterbalancing to keep the bike where it should be, no maneuvering the bike around in the air with your body. It's just if your bike was there existing in space and it was just turning its handlebars to get around the track, that is what you've watched there. So those physics are nothing like what the final game will end up being. You're going to have a lot more control over the bike to do what you want with it. I think based on just using it, like if you went up to the face of a jump and you just turned the handlebars to the side without moving your body or anything like that, the whip that you saw, or the whips you saw Reaper do in those clips there, I think is really impressive with no rider input at all. The bronze package basically is just the game itself, Sean. I don't think there's any version that will come with absolutely nothing, and it's just raw game by itself. But that is the game basically. The game will come with it. I don't think it's available on the stores or on Steam. If you go to, I'll show you now. Actually, we can do this all live at the same time. The reason being, I know why it's not on Steam. If you go to preorder.motocrossthegame.com, it will take you to the website where you can pre-order it. So if I press buy now, you can choose this. So the bronze edition is like the raw base game. Like that's the lowest you can go. I'm not going to sign in, but after you've signed in here is where you would put in the promo code like mine to get 4% off of it. And you choose what platform. So you choose whether you're on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. The reason it's not on Steam is I believe Steam take a 30% cut of revenue straight off the top. And I can't speak for the console stores because I have no knowledge about that, but I'm guessing it's a very similar reason. So all of your pre-orders will be done through their own website. And then when the time the game releases, you'll then get an email with the key that you need to enter to activate that product, whether it's on Steam, whether it's on PlayStation, whether it's on Xbox. Right, we'll close that. Let me look at Discord, see if I'm missing out on anything. Oh, yes, Marcus, I've just seen the reason why your time wasn't in there. So, 450 Group D everybody left the server before qualifying was fully finished. What that means is the next session doesn't start, and if the next session doesn't start, the game doesn't export the lap times, so there is no human way possible of the admins being able to have your lap times to begin with. It is in the ARL rulebook. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't bother to read the rulebook. Kind of cringe, who follows rules, I know. It is in the rulebook to not leave your qualifying session before the end for that exact reason. Even if there's just one person sat in there, it will tick over and the results will count, but every single person left. I'm good, thank you, Cray. Very good. Pre-orders get the game early. It depends on the tiers, Sean. You have to have a proper read through and look at all of the ins and outs. I don't know every single tier and what every single bit of it means, unfortunately. There is a racing subscription, yes, only for like the esports / competition side of things. So if you were the general player, you could buy the game, you can go onto multiplayer, you can join any servers that you want, you can make a lobby and play with your friends. That is all completely free. That comes with a game as standard. If you want to go and do like the esports, so let's just say ARL, for example, it's like five a month or something like that to be able to compete. And I think that's just to keep the integrity better, to stop people like being dickheads and taking people out for no reason, because it's not just like, oh, you get a week ban from ARL and that's it. Your account will probably be banned and there's money tied to it, so it will cause people to behave a little bit more. But no, if you're a casual player, you just want to get the game, play with your friends, you haven't got to pay for online for that. It will let you do that anyway. I am on the real Fantic Dank Penguin. Yes, there's a real one. Just to confirm, there you go, up there. Real Fantic indeed. Let me check everything again. Race day announcements. 450 heats are up. That's fine. We just done that. I'm quite happy with that third place finish after the very stinky start, so I don't mind that at all. We have to wait for 250 and 450 LCQ right now, so we do have a little bit of downtime. I should probably load the track and get a little bit more practice in, because I am absolutely stinking the place up right now. Which I will do. Let me load it up. Can I convince them to implement a pickup bike mechanic? I don't actually know what mechanics they're going to have for crashing, to be honest. I know Nico is a massive fan of a respawn delay timer. So Nico was the one that started implementing it in the 2023 MX Bikes GPs, and Nico is like the head guy of this game's development. So he's probably going to have it to where you're penalised by crashing in the way that it takes a while to get up again. I know there is going to be a stamina system in the game, so maybe if you crash loads, your rider will get really tired, so then it'll be harder to race for the rest of the race too. This is all theoretical, by the way. I don't have that in writing. That's not set in stone. This is just me theorising what the final product will end up being like. But in my experience, taking track day R as an example, when you have to go over to a bike and pick it up and restart it and get going again, there's so much more that can just go wrong and be buggy about it as well. I know in like track day R, if you crash, if I was to crash here on the track and my bike lays over to the left side, so it's laying with the berm, it's really difficult to pick the bike up. It doesn't want to be picked up. The rider has a weird amount of muscle. So I wouldn't mind if there wasn't a pickup bike mechanic, but then I don't hate the idea of there being a bigger penalty for crashing, not just like an instant respawn like you can do in this. I wouldn't mind there being a slight delay. The reason that people don't like that delay in MX Bikes is there's numerous factors. The ping is a massive factor because you can get taken out by somebody with them having no idea that they've taken you out, but because the bikes are in different places on the track to what's on your screen and their screen, and then you kind of have to lay on the floor for 3 to 5 seconds or so and think about everything that you haven't done wrong. Like, you've done nothing wrong in that scenario. It's the game that's decided to ruin you. So I don't know. I don't know the exact reason on that. You have to think as well, imagine, so if you have a pickup bike mechanic, if the rider and the bike both have collisions, imagine you're racing, and not only are you then trying to avoid someone's bike on the floor, you're also trying to avoid them running around on the track as well. When they say they run in front of you by mistake, then you crash, you're going to be fuming. So there's definitely pros and cons to that system. Hello, Typuns. I'm very good, thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well also.
Yeah, there's always pros and cons on, I guess, majority of choices that get made in the game development process. It's only until you put it into practice you know what's going to happen. Crash bike should be ghosted. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Depends how strict of a simulation they want it to be, because obviously that doesn't happen in real life. I know it depends who you ask in as well, because some people will be like, yeah, but it's just a game, it should be fun. Then at the same time, there's a reason that people play like super hardcore simulation games, or maybe they get like a full indoor flight simulator to just be a pilot, you know, like people like the realism aspect of things sometimes. So it depends on how extreme of a simulation they go for. Only time will tell as well, because it's, at the moment, I don't believe there's any multiplayer in the test build at all. I think it's just single only. Obviously there will be multiplayer on game release, but it's like, I don't know, even know if those sort of systems would have been practiced yet. So in theory, you could have a really good idea, like delays or riding back to the bike, but then maybe if you then go and test it, it might not work out as you expected, and then you kind of change your idea from that point. Yeah, and I don't think it... I've also seen people saying, do you think this is going to kill MX bikes? And that's not even a simple question to answer, because different people like different things. Like, if someone's spent 1,000 hours on MX bikes and they've got really comfortable in the game, and then they load up MTG and it's harder than MX bikes is, they might just go back to MX bikes because they already know it and it's easier to do. And I guess in that way, some people want an easier game because it's more fun to them, whereas then other people want something really hard and challenging that they have to sink time to get good at, that will then probably go over to the MTG side. So I don't think it's just going to be a case of MX bikes is going to just become completely dead afterwards. I see a universe where everything coexists alongside each other. No idea about meta bikes. There is purely just one bike in the game at the moment. Just the one, so I've got no idea in the future when other bikes are added. Someone had a very interesting opinion on that exact subject that I was reading yesterday, which was, obviously, if you have bikes that are different weights and different speeds, there will always be a meta. There will be one bike that suits the game the most, regardless of how good any other bikes might be. Even if it's a 1% difference, people will find the best bike and use it. There's probably a meta bike in real life that is a bike is just the best, but you know, we're not all hardcore gamers and we're not all riding at the absolute tippy top tier level, so we just ride whatever bikes we like the most in terms of our own individual feel. But imagine you then get the licensing from these real manufacturers like Yamaha, like Kawi, like Honda. Imagine that. I don't think they'd be happy if then nobody uses their bike. Maybe they wouldn't care. So imagine they get licensing off every single real manufacturer, but then the Honda is the meta bike because maybe it's got an extra horsepower and it's more agile in the turns, so you can just go faster on it. Fundamentally, that's just how it works. Nobody will use the other brands, so it's always, is it a bit pointless in getting that licensing in the first place if no one's going to use it? But I think the branded stuff doesn't come until later on in the game's development anyway. I imagine that's quite a tough situation to get through. Mm -mm -mm -mm. Cray, I'm using the 110 right now. I think some people will be using the 120, but I understand the logic behind it because it's slippery and you want more grip, but it really does weigh the bike down in a straight line as well. It feels very sluggish on the straight, so I'm still sticking to the 110 for now. Ooh. Oh, Kellen, you saucy man. Kellen's done a... I love Kellen so much. He knows how to get the engagement. He's put up a little post of comparing... is it the first MESX? Yeah, the first MESX from 2018 to this newest one, and the first one genuinely looks better, like side by side right now. Yeah, OEM team get around it because it's just a mod on the game. It doesn't come with the game itself. You don't pay for it. That's the different factor. If Barbosa released this game and put the Cowie and stuff in it without the licensing, then he would get in trouble because it's a community mod and they're not getting any money from it. It's absolutely fine. Do 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 do. Just replying to some TikTok comments. Bear with me, boys. Reaper's taught me well. I'm just trying to farm the engagement as much as possible. Someone probably is saying MX Bikes is so hard. I hope this game is easier. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry to tell you it's hard on MX Bikes. Will it be coming to Switch? No, Fergus, it won't be coming to the Switch. Ah, somebody added Jamie T. Love Jamie T. He's an OG Reflex guy, if nobody knows who Jamie T is. Right, phone's going back on charge. She's only got 4% battery. Yeah. Go and have a look at the website for prices, because it depends by region, and then it also depends on what tier you want and how much you want to get out of the game, because there's different tiers you can buy, like different packages. Go and have a look. Much easier than me trying to go through it all and explain it all. Yeah, 53 will be plenty on a 250. That'll be fine to get in NA. Yes, Noah, I did see what happened in Supercross. I didn't watch it live. I saw someone clip it. And I messaged Kellen yesterday and I said, I loved watching your crash out. I 100% agree with everything that you said. Because it pisses me off when the youngsters... Why have my frames just gone to absolute shit? What's going on here? Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Oh, hang on. What is... hang on, we'll continue this thought in a second. I think my PC is just going to poo itself eventually and explode. Yeah, I messaged Kellen saying I completely agree with what you said. I hate when kids are like, oh, it's just a game. It doesn't matter if it is just a game. The whole point is that it's meant to be the top of MX Simulator, and people put in a lot of time and effort to make it look as professional as possible. And it's meant, I suppose it's meant to be like the premier esport in MX gaming at the moment. You know, people consider it to be, it is the hardest game. So the people at the top are meant to be the best motocross gamers. So to see something like that happen, I think is just bollocks. And I completely agree with Kellen that if the OGs of RF were watching that now, they would absolutely laugh and say that it's a joke, because I think it's ran horrendously. And unfortunately, it's at the moment, it is just who you know. But yeah, to qualify 8th in an LCQ and have enough people conveniently not show up in the main event, so 8th place that is in a championship contention manages to get in, I think it's bollocks. If they had any sort of integrity, they would go back and they would just remove Seth's points from that round, because they weren't deserved whatsoever. The long story short is, on Wednesday, for the MX Simulator race, at this round, at Philly, there is a 450 points battle going on right now between like Braden Carter, Colby Egeland, sorry for the pronunciation, and Seth Shirley. Both Braden and Seth went to the LCQ. Braden got 4th in the very last corner. Seth finished 8th, not making the main event. And conveniently,
the people in front of Seth didn't go to the main event and didn't show up and gave Seth the space. There's rumours of there being money involved. There's rumours of people just being told not to do it. But I think it's bollocks. Absolute bollocks. You didn't qualify for the race. You shouldn't be racing. People were saying, oh, that happens in real life if someone's a no-show. And it's like, well, you wouldn't get it if Sexton didn't make the LCQ. Didn't make it through an LCQ. He'd just go tell AP just not to line up on the gate to give Sexton the spot because Sexton's in championship contention. That's not how it works. That's bollocks. So it's kind of removed any credibility from the series, and I think it's made the series look like a little bit of a joke if you can get away with stuff like that just because of who you know. If I was Braden, or if I was Colby, I would be absolutely fuming. I'd be pissed. Because that is such a massive difference in championship points. Bearing in mind, Seth then went from not making it to the main event to being given a spot in the main event and finishing third. What a difference the championship could have done. And that's it as well. Real life doesn't fill the gate. I think unless there's an injury, isn't that the only deciding factor if there's an injury, if someone doesn't show up? Kellen's faults, he was a bit... and Awood as well, they both shared the same opinions. They think it makes a joke out of the series. Kellen spends a lot of time and effort trying to make the series look as good as it can do, with like stream overlays, rider intros at the beginning, all that good shit. And then for them just to go, you know what, we'll let this guy ride. I think it kind of is a bit of a spit in the face. And he also, I'm not too caught up on the MX Sim drama, so I didn't know this. He did also say that there was a big ban wave that happened not that long ago of riders sharing accounts with each other. So maybe it's just like, oh, hey, I can't ride this week. Can you set a qualifying lap for me? And like that kind of key sharing. Apparently there's also another list of riders that are also kind of close to the higher-ups RF that have also been key sharing that didn't get banned. So again, it's kind of who you know. But I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't have all the details and don't want to look silly. I'm just repeating what has been said on that stream. So yeah, it's a little bit of a joke. So I don't blame Kellen for being pissed off about it. Bottom quality for 450 NA. Probably like a low 55. If I was to guess. Actually, it might be higher than that, actually. It might be a bit more lenient because it's an East-West showdown today. So a lot of the 250 boys that would usually be riding the opposite coast won't be in the 450 class, so maybe like a mid 55 to a 56. I have the timestamp. I don't know it off the top of my head. Let's have a look. It'll be towards the back end of his stream. Start your sister. Can't even type properly. That's not it. Wow, I got that so wrong. Start your systems. It is... No copyright, please. What is it? Oh, no, he streams on Twitch. Wait, hang on. Someone linked a YouTube video. Has he deleted it? Or is it under videos now? Did he... I know that he streams on Twitch. I swear someone linked me a YouTube stream. Is it a completely different one? You are correct. I had no... Ah! There we go. I never knew that. Please don't copyright me, Kellen. This is for education purposes. Where does it start?
Been nowhere near the front, having just a really bad time early on in the race. And after
what a you guys, but thanks everyone so much.
Or just end the show and bite tongue. And
there we go. We'll watch this together until the race goes up.
I don't know either what I want to do. Or we could both, or we could each do one.
Yep, I don't know.
He's one strike away on me. What's he getting striked for?
The way I'll say that. I put a lot of time and effort into doing these streams. You come down and you know, we try to make these streams look as professional as possible. and we try to.
I'm wondering what you could get copyright strikes for.
When an LCQ battle sees a championship contender not make it, and we hype that up, and then all he does is beg to get into the main event and tell people, "Hey, don't race,
okay.
pull off to the side." You know, I would rather race. Like, let's keep.
So
the
it's music strikes.
going.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not with that. I'm not with that decision by RF. I'm not with a lot of decisions by RF of late. It's been very frustrating getting DMs every week about licenses not being approved. And I'm not the one that's in charge of that. I don't get to control that. But the guy that's supposed to be in charge of that ain't even fucking here. So here we are.
Just saying, by the way, I agree with everything that he's saying here. But I actually love how passionate he's been, and I hate people that just drop in and say it's just a game. Just fuck off. Like it's a competition at the end of the day.
Every week with terrible decisions that RF keeps making. And welcome back. So, yep.
Give us back Wheels, Checkers, Barrington. I don't know. Is Race Kellerman? Not Race Kellerman. Jesus Christ. Wait, is it? Race Carlin. Is Race Carlin still involved in that as well? He was doing that when I was racing. Peter Like might have been involved to an extent as well. Get those boys back.
I also...
Yeah, I've never heard Kellen swear, by the way. This is the first time ever.
I also think... I hate that Caleb Hall's the only one on the gate. I also... So I'm getting an excuse from the rider that benefited, along with Cocroft. He also benefited that if riders don't show in real life, they get the gate pick. That's not true.
Yeah, just to go off of the back of what Awood is saying here as well, Caleb Hall is one of the people that should have made it to the main event. He got told not to race the main event so Seth could.
That's
why he listened. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he's on the same team, if he's friends or whatever. But fuck that. If I've qualified for a main, I'm doing it. It's your fault.
Injury
if you can qualify.
Or bike malfunction or different. It's also not the way that this has done since 2011. So we have 14 years of MX Simulator racing where if I fucking go eat dinner and I don't get back by the time my main starts, I'm not in there and you aren't either. But the fact that I had Caleb Hall in the chat saying, I didn't want to, someone told me to, so I did. And Caleb Hall is not the only one. So we had, out of the people that weren't in the main event is Austin Schaefer, Body Parker, Blake O'Brien. Oh no, Body Parker and Blake O'Brien didn't want to take the spots. So the next two in were Cocroft and Shirley. So they did not go in. Schaefer, Seabolt, Caleb Hall, some weird combination of them did not make it. I think it's absolutely bullshit.
I appreciate the info you're giving me, Luke. It's actually
I think that should
helping clear things up for me quite a lot because I'm not too invested in it at the moment.
It, and thank God you didn't take anyone out or have anything to go into it. But like, not only you doing it every year for 10 plus years, every single race, you never miss one. If you're not here, I do it. I drive an hour and a half almost every single time.
Do we think that Awood looks like a combination of like Dean Wilson and Justin Brayton combined? I can just see it.
Time to get here, do the stream for 3 hours, drive 45 minutes home. You do so much other content, all this stuff. We have
Thank you very much, Warner. 35 it will be. There's 30 on it at the moment, but that was the old owner's number.
You know, like an AMA guy, it's just bullshit.
Well, it
fucking sucks.
But it's not even about explaining it. They clearly have a rule that they go
that's not an insult.
Based on what they believe the rule book to actually have, but it's
I'm just
not
saying
what the rule is in real life. And even if it was, can you imagine if like, oh, Chase Sexton got 8th in the heat race and KTM goes down and starts handing cash over to riders to be like, hey man, pull the bike back off the gate. We got to have this championship. Like, everyone would complain. That's horseshit.
Just can't do that.
Nah, come on, Kellen. KTM's bankrupt. They would never do that anyway.
Exactly. Again, like even if you just told riders to go down to the gate and be like, "Hey, Freddie Norn, I know you made the main event, but like Chase Sexton, he's in a championship. Can you back off the gate?" Like, no. I get it. Different stakes at store, but I'm trying to make this series look as good as possible. And again, we devote a lot of time to making the series look good. And in the end, we had a guy that finished 8th in the LCQ just finish, what, 3rd in the main event?
Fucking main event.
3rd in the main event.
4 guys make it in, and it wasn't only him. The fact that they let
I
other
suck
ones.
at sim now. I can't do it anymore.
The fact that though the scripts populate from everyone in there, it goes. No, it doesn't. Hasn't ever force played. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th in the LCQ, because that's how it works. Force play, force spec, lock the server. That's how the server works on the back end. So there was a way or some weird thing that just changed for the first time ever where they got someone in, because sometimes they do 2 restarts or they have to edit the scripts by hand to get those people in when something does happen. If there is a 5th wide punt in the last corner, it takes time to add that person in because that person's getting an instant penalty without getting the protest. So it's just bullshit. I hate the fact that I told you earlier I love Seth Shirley. He doesn't see anything wrong with it. I haven't kept reading messages to see if there's anything else, but I think it's bullshit. There should be no points. I hate the fact that there's no communication, no nothing, and it's a lot more than just a video game stream. Trust me, all you guys in here.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Matt, shout out, by the way. Old Spencer Turley, he was leading that 450, I think it was the 450 main for a little while. Where's 450 LCQ? That's 450 heat. 450 heat. 250 LCQ. Actually, let me check. Is my race server up yet? I'm just sitting here watching this instead. 250. No, okay. The LCQs are up. Right, 450 LCQ. Let's go to the back end of this. Lap 4. Right, this is, I believe, the last lap of the 450 LCQ. Braden is in 6th place, and Seth is a little bit further back. So Braden and Seth both in championship contention. Colby already went through the heat, so he's in championship contention as well. So there's a lot riding on this
down
LCQ.
The inside to block him. Carter's still in 6th. We got dualies being thrown in front of him. These guys are trying to get the transfer spot, and Carter's just like, please, please give me one of them. Down the start straight we go. Flying into this sweeping corner. Something's about to happen right here as we triple into this rhythm section. Off. Triple again. Someone up the inside. I can't tell who that is. I think it's Kokop. And he gets into Bodie Parker. Does he try to go for the pass on Kokop?
Now in 5th place. Last corner.
Carter's going for it. Full send.
Carter goes up the inside, sends 4th place off the track, gets up going again, gets over the finish line, gets 4th place by 0.2 of a second. So you can imagine how hyped everyone is in this moment. Braden has basically just saved his championship as well by making it into the main event by 0.2 of a second. And Seth hasn't made it. So you got all this hype, really dramatic LCQ, just for it to then get all thrown away a couple minutes later because they just put Seth in even though he got 8th.
He's into the main event. What the heck? Wow. And Blake O'Brien was 2/10 down at the end. We'll have to see if cuts change this. Seth Shirley is definitely out, but Carter might be in. Oh my goodness.
That's why people were more annoyed, because I guess it just means like nothing matters at that point.
That gap down, but obviously for
try and find when they find out.
And your points leader in the
it's 250 main.
He's shown some really
for the win like he did. He's cooking late in the race right now as well, but what a comeback in this race. Nice ride on the 3 the same. So Padani.
Johnny Padani. Good number, Johnny. Love that. Great number.
It's inevitable that he's going
to. No, you're out.
There we go.
Why would,
there you go.
Like,
even if he's 5th and you missed it on cut,
that's pretty.
I will get in my car and drive home.
That's pretty crooked
right now.
Like, I'm sorry, I want Seth to be in, but like
this has never happened.
Even
before,
if he's
ever.
5th and you missed it on cuts, like Devin Davis or anything in the LCQ, in that situation, no, you're out. Because why would they not put Carter straight in the main event from the heat?
I don't know what
I don't know
what Luke Sheff is talking about right now.
Evan Webb said it too, but I think he's just also reading Twitch chat.
No, Braden Carter and Joey Carter are not related, and also the 2 riders
don't take
leading
it personally,
250
Luke. Sounded like it was a bit of a heated
in the final round. Probably not, because the final round is a points-paying race, and I don't know that they'll. Maybe they'll have it.
Because they're all going to clinch early.
Padani just gained 5 points on Matherly.
Johnny
and he
Padani.
was 26 back, so it's 21 now. Like, that's still within range.
Do we not have any?
Well,
Surely.
it takes a long time to load in, doesn't it?
The lineup here to double check this.
No, I'm calling the cops. Type in chat. That's not allowed.
If they say Shirley's in, that's kind of. I'm honestly like kind of bummed.
No, the ship is not gone. Eaglin has the same freaking points as him, and Eaglin qualified on his own.
44.
That's the stupidest
44. Seth Shirley in.
Stop it. How? Why?
Yep,
Can we get an RF? Can we get an admin to talk about this with us? You can't give up 4 spots.
Yeah, 4 spots. 4 people gave up their spots in the main event, so Seth's really could get in. That's.
If I'm gonna message Seth
I mean, one of them
right now.
would maybe be T Lang because he's teammates with him.
No, it doesn't. You can't give someone your spot.
T Lang's in. So you like.
Spencer's setup is so cursed.
I don't get it.
If Shirley doesn't disconnect.
So this is, and look.
Even Monster Energy makes mistakes. Is it, Luke, can you confirm, is it that he wouldn't have just made it in because people didn't show, would they? Like, the scripts would have had to be updated manually for Seth to be getting put in from 8th place. So it's not like it was just a mistake, it's been intentionally done. Which hasn't happened ever in like the 15 years of racing. Nobody in 8th in an LCQ has ever made it through. Main is up, we'll join that. I'm hoping Kevin likes me enough to not give me a cheeky little copyright there for watching that. It's just for research purposes. He uploaded his POV of the main too. To be fair, he'd probably get more views on that one than any other one combined because people like love drama, don't they? They want to watch that POV. So I don't hate that at all. I gotta respect the grind on that one. Johnny Padani. So it looks, I've been dropping frames a little bit throughout the course of the night on the stream, and I don't know why. So if it happens during this race, you're kind of gonna have to hold tight and deal with it, unfortunately. I think I need to give my PC a reset, but if I do that, the stream will end. So we're gonna rock it as it is for now, and hope that it goes okay. Okay, so yeah, that's we'll say cringe. Cringe is the right word. So one person was a genuine. So one person offered to give the spot up so he could make it, which would have moved him to 7th in the LCQ, and then another 3 people just said, yeah, take it. So 4 people intentionally didn't show up, so Seth could get in from 8th in the LCQ. Which, again, I still think it takes away all sorts of integrity from it. But I guess it's who you know, because he's obviously good enough friends with those people that they would go out of their way to not race, even though they made it in. I mean, like, I would consider myself very close friends with majority of people that are in a high position in this game. Whether it's like Nico from the shop, Stone Rider from making tracks, Wes from the hosting side of things. Like, I get along well with Meat Pie, but I've never really spoken to Meat Pie very much. Obviously, you have the YouTube privilege as well. If I even qualified 5th in an LCQ, I don't think they'd put me in. I don't think they'd put me in at all. So there's a level of corruption in there. Yeah, no, genuinely, because I'm over this Supercross season, I'm going to start going to the LCQ on purpose, getting top 4 in the LCQ, and then just saying to whoever comes like 5th, like, yeah, give me $30 and I won't show up for it, and you can have my spot. Got new ways of making bank in 2025. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Oh, actually, let me choose go. I see a wild Dr. Geo in the server. Gurin's in here as well. I'm going to say, boys, there's going to be a lot of lappers in this race. This is going to be the biggest drop off in skill gap between 1st and 22nd out of anyone where it's a showdown week. So get ready is all I have to say. Basically, get ready. It's going to be an exciting one. When you turn left, should you lean right or left? That all depends tactic on what kind of corner it is. If it is a flat corner, you want to lean the opposite direction. So if it's a flat left, you want to lean to the right with your body. If it is a rutted corner, I tend to keep my rider basically in the middle. I really use left stick only. If it's like a sandy, whooped out corner, I lean forwards and the opposite way a little bit. So if I'm turning left, I'll be stood up and then forwards and right on the right stick. There's many different iterations of it depending on what... I see a wild Rubes has qualified. Jesus Christ, this is throwing me back. Look at that top 3 on the left. You got Rubes, myself, and Dorian. That is an OG set of players right there. Holy moly. I'm guessing Rubes has shown up tonight because it's a showdown, so he had a better chance of making it in. That fucker, by the way, I know that he's only done this because he wants to get... probably just wants to get 50 points and keep that number 2 for another year. He hasn't shown up all year. I asked him at the start as well. At the start of the season, when I was choosing number, I was like, are you going to show up next year or can I have number 2? And he was like, no, I'll keep it. And then I was annoyed because I hadn't seen him all year, and now he finally shows up at round 13. Good old days, exactly. That was before Troy even existed, or even on the YouTube side. I think that's before Troy even started uploading. We're talking like back in end of 2020, start of 2021. Actually, Troy might have been uploading then. Was it? When did I start playing this game? No, it would have been back end of 2020, yeah. End of 2020, start of 2021. To try to race 250s. There's nothing stopping me from trying the 250s. I'm just really, really shit on them. I used to be good. I used to be really good on 250s, and it's just the way you play them now. Everything kind of happens too fast, and everyone's like really, really aggressive on the track. I much prefer the 450s. It's a bit of an old man's class. There's a little bit more like respect and race IQ involved, so you can feel a bit safer being around other players without the fear of getting taken out. You have to be a bit more precise rather than going a million miles an hour everywhere, and my old man brain can't really just duct tape the right trigger down anymore. But yeah, I'm very, very bad at it. This will be the main event, Mason, yeah. Yeah. Is this the... No, never mind. I was going to say, is this the first race since I started commentating GPs that I'm going to have... I've done Supercross, because I can see Troy's skins finally, but the first round of GPs, I done the race just after that. It's just last week that I missed. Don't know what lid Troy runs, but just standard A styles for me. I have everything else though. So, I don't think there's enough traction in here to be able to mount him. I've generally forgotten the buttons to reverse. Jesus Christ, I've played far too much motocross the game. Get off my stage. Get off my stage. This genuinely could... I know we keep having this little ongoing rivalry each week. This could genuinely be the first race ever that Troy beats me. He qualified faster than me. He hasn't played MTG yet, so the muscle memory for him hasn't gone. Let's have a look. Let's look at the hours past 2 weeks. Just to get some confirmation. Library... I've got 18.6 hours in 2 weeks. Troy has... How do I even view this? Here we go. Troy has 38. He's got 20 more hours than me. Oh, outrageous. Yeah, he should be winning. He should be winning. Should invite Troy to AJP. That is not my call. And then AJP really right now is just mates. To be fair, it's not just based on clout or speed. Although I only really got in the team because of clout to begin with, but now I've since become friends with them. Yeah, I love MTG. I love it. I think it's great. I've got 5 hours into the game now, although I did leave it on when I went for dinner last night. I love it. I just love learning new games. Gate drop should really be within the next 5 minutes, maybe 10 at a stretch. We just need to get everyone into the server, really. A 250 race could still be going on. We have to wait for 250s to finish first before our one starts. I don't really think you can compare the two games, unfortunately. Just it's harder than bikes is to learn just from the rip. But again, it is going to go more down the simulation route. I don't think people will hate it if you really enjoy MX bikes, because I mean they are of a similar vein in terms of they are both motocross games, and it's not like if you was to compare MX bikes to Monster Energy Supercross, for example. They're not that far apart. There's similarities there, but they are their own individual games. The turning is different on both of them. So after spending 4 hours on MTG, I came onto MX bikes and I couldn't get around the bowl turn because I then had MTG muscle memory and completely forgot how to do bikes. So it's not like you can just hop from one to the other really, really easily. Both of them take that little bit of time to learn each. Thoughts on the new MESX game? I played 4 hours of that yesterday and then refunded it at the end of the stream. It started off fairly positive, and by the end I just found so many like stupid issues with it that should never exist in a AAA title that I refunded it. It's not a bit of me. Not a bit of me at all. Scotty just chipped in. I'll probably watch the highlights when they get uploaded onto the PGA YouTube channel. Whip montage from my real life riding. If you just want to see me moving my ass about in the air and that's it, then that's all you'll get. I cannot whip a bike to save my life. Yeah, look, it's all gone. It's gone all laggy again. It keeps doing this every now and then. It just keeps saying encoder overloaded. Let me try toning things down a little bit. Let's take that off at the bottom left. Turn that off as well. Let's just get rid of the face cam. I'm kidding. We'll leave the face cam on. Leave that. Leave that. We will... Yeah, we'll just rock with that for now. See if it carries on. Make my own team? Absolutely not. There's no point. I can't make skins myself. So I would have to hire someone to do skins anyway, and then it would literally only be my team because it's got my name on it. And I don't want to have to look after is not the right word. I don't want to be responsible for other people's actions. Yeah, suspension, drivetrain, everything will be customizable on MTG. As much as you can change on a real-life motorbike, you will be able to change on MTG when it releases. How do I have access? Just YouTube clout. Just YouTube. YouTube privilege. It makes sense from them from a business standpoint to allow the YouTubers to have access to the game and to be able to show it off because it just drives more sales as well. Fuck off, Jerry. I hate you so much. I find it interesting when I see people being like, oh, can we have whole shot devices and that? And I was like, whole shot devices are just pointless because if you have whole shot devices, everybody has whole shot devices, so you may as well have nobody on whole shot devices because it doesn't change anything. There's no advantage or disadvantage because everybody has it and uses it. I've not put a video out yet. I'm not allowed to. As soon as I am allowed to, I don't even know if I'll do a video. I'll probably just stream it, to be fair. Just let people come in and have a look on it live. Maybe one video, maybe like first looks, blah blah blah. It's hard to get across all the information that you need to on that because the version of the game right now is probably just a bike and that's it. There's no rider input at all. It's just bike physics only. You can't customize anything. You can't remap buttons or anything like that. It is pure bare bones testing out the bike's physics. And some people will say that and go, yeah, this is shit. Because they expect the full game somehow, even though it says early access footage on the screen, they expect the full game to be exactly the same as that. They don't understand. Someone suggested being able to date monster girls. Jesus Christ. I guarantee he's part of like those over 18 Discord servers that get spammed from time to time. Yes, the main is 20+1.
I'm not doing a career mode, no. I refunded the game last night. I will not subject myself to trying to see through a career mode on that. It's far too boring. Yeah, I got my refund. I'm surprised I got the refund, to be fair, because Steam's usual rules is 2 hours, and I'd played it for like 3.8 hours, something like that. And I asked for a refund. I literally just typed in "game is not as advertised," and I got the refund. So happy with that. Oh, okay, so yeah, we've probably got about 10 minutes or so until mine, because it sounds like there's 9 minutes left of the 250s, so we just get to sit here and chill for a bit. Well, hello, Kelbell. Welcome to the stream again. Supercross game looks like shit. I don't like being critical on them too much, because the console players just don't have anything else. But if you have a PC, I don't see any reason why you would play that over sim or bikes. It says, so if I share this, so if I scroll down on the left here, I didn't refund this, didn't refund that, didn't refund that, didn't refund that, didn't refund that. Got this one for free. You see how it says review here, just on the end of, just where underneath install it says review. I got MESX6 for free. Didn't get this one for free because the video that I made on 6 wasn't positive at all. And then this one, it says purchase again now because I refunded it. I've done 3.7 hours. But yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it at all. I wasn't the biggest fan of the AI. Like, I'm round 2. Can't remember what round 2 was of the Supercross season. There's almost no point in having any berms anywhere because the AI just hug the inside bales in every single corner. It's like, well, you can't pass them around the outside because you can't physically carry enough corner speed. Not only that, the berms lead you off the track anyway. They don't even line you up with the next rhythm section. So, like, what's the point? You can't muscle your way past them even tighter on the inside because they're already on the inside. I answered that question very much in depth earlier, Tactic. I went pretty in depth on what you should do in every situation. Oh, do I play much of the golf game? How much time do I have on PGA? Let's have a look. I've got 44 hours on PGA 25 at the moment. I didn't play every single MXGP game, but I played some of them. They were alright. No, I don't see bikes ever adding any sort of AI riders at all. It hasn't happened after 10 plus years. I don't see it happening now when the developer's even more absent than ever. Ask it one more time, Tactic, and I will happily give you a cheeky little timeout. I don't mind asking people's questions, but then when they ask it, and then they get an answer, and they refuse to listen to it, and then just keep asking it, that's when it annoys me a little bit. Don't ask a question if you're not then going to listen to what the answer is. I remember on one of the GP games, you could cut so much of the track. Morning Sim Racer. It was... When was it? I think it was Keegam's, Latvia. And you could just basically ride down the entire side of the track, missing out all of the jumps, and just go so quick. And you didn't get any penalty for it. So online was a little bit chalked in that regards. But that was like one of the very, very first ones where anytime you do a whip, the bike would just nosedive really, really hard afterwards. So if you'd done too big a whip, or if you whipped too early,
you'd basically just go over the handlebars by the time your bike landed. You couldn't bring it back. MTG's, it's not got an exact like date to the day. It just says fall of 2025, so I'll just say the end of this year. Thank you, Rival. I've not checked MXB mods. I don't know if it's down at the moment. No, I've not got any tattoos. Not by choice of not wanting them. I would get one. I wouldn't mind having a sleeve at some point, but just haven't got around to it, to be honest. I know I'm very picky on what I would want for a first one and who I'd want to do it. And the artist I want is a couple of hours away, so you'd have to make like a full weekend out of it, because it'd probably be 2 sessions worth as well. Got a fox. Oh no, I got a fat fox tattoo on my forehead. Sorry, let me. Dan happy. There we go. It's better. Yes, I got plenty of foreskin. I got enough to share with old Cammy boy. Interesting first statement to make after putting the FXR hat on. MX Bikes tattoo. Fuck no, that is horrible. They'll be getting lasered off straight away. I think really the only tattoos you should get is a bit of artwork that you think is really cool. Like if you have a tattooist that has a certain style that you really vibe with, just kind of let them have free reign and draw what they want to draw as a piece of art on you. Your kids' names, I wouldn't even say putting your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend's name on yourself, because that doesn't last forever, but your kids will. And then maybe just other family, I guess, parents, grandparents, like that stuff. I don't see the point of anything else, really. First or third person MTG. As the game is right now, I like the third person camera a lot more. The only reason is the customization of the cameras hasn't been put into the game yet. It will be at launch, but the first person camera for me right now, the FOV isn't high enough, so you feel like really close to the handlebars. So that's the only reason that I haven't been using the first person camera. As soon as they let you customize that, I'll probably try first person a whole bunch more. But I found on MX Sim and MX Bikes, I played the game in third person to begin with, to learn what the bike's doing underneath me, to get a better feeling of the bike, and then I transferred over to first person after that on bikes. Race should be in like a 5 to 10 minutes maximum. We have to wait for the 250 race to finish. The reason it's taking so long right now is I usually don't join the 450 server for like 10 minutes or so, but I joined as soon as they went up this time. I'll have let me have a proper look. I'll have a look. MTG is harder than MX Bikes to learn. I don't know if it's as hard as MX Simulator is, or if I've just got better at learning games as I've become an old man. Oh. Giving Cupcake some money here. Cheeky 30-second ad. Never mind, I've got Opera GX. I'll pop it out instead. There's 30 seconds plus a lap left to go in the 250 race. And then our one should be starting only 2 or 3 minutes after that. Set in to affect how quickly the bike stands up after you turn. In this game, yes, turn your direct lean down. The issue is you will then lean over slower as well. There's no setting to where you can lean over really quickly but then stand up slower. It's all linear. It all works hand in hand with each other. Boys, listen, I know I'm an unk in video game years, but in general life, I'm not quite there yet. I'm an old man in a young man's... what's it? Young man's genre? Young man's area? That sounds sus. Young man's scene, community? I don't know. Oh, I'm 29. 30 next year. Big 3-0. That is unk status once you hit the big 3-0. You've probably seen SX races right now because it's the Supercross season. We just follow the real life calendar, so as soon as motocross season starts, we do a full season of motocross as well. I'd say it's split very 50-50. Casual community prefers outdoors a lot more than indoors because it's easier to do. Bonk. No, I said MX is easier than SX. So you won't see many populated Supercross servers if you just click on the multiplayer tab, like community servers. I went to go and start making another track the other day, and I don't know what's happened. I know it's been a while since I've tried making them, but I couldn't get any of my scaling to work how I wanted to. Everything was like way too peaky and tall, so I kind of gave up after like an hour. In terms of how often do I ride the start, if you go to my channel, every video that you've seen of me riding one has been every time that I have ridden it so far. I won't be going riding again until the very end of this month. But before this, I've been on it a fair few times. I mean, my Stark I've been on twice, but Starks in general I've ridden a fair few times. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that. I've had a couple of people reach out and said they've been enjoying the MXGP commentary a lot, and it's a nice little confidence booster. So I do appreciate it. You can't compare it at all at the moment, Mason. The MTG build so far isn't even a third of the final game's physics, so there's no point comparing the two to each other. I'd say just wait a couple of months until the game develops further along, and then you've got like rider physics to be able to input and move the bike around more as well. What we have so far feels very nice and natural, but it's very hard to compare the two together when you haven't even got a rider yet to be able to move the bike around. I've still got my Yami, yeah, I'm probably going to sell it because the bank account is painfully low at the moment. I think I've got about 200 left to last me until the end of this month. I'm very caught between you only live once and I need to pay my bills. So yes, the financial decisions that I've made over the last year or so are questionable. They're coming back to bite me a little bit, but I'm not on the street yet, so that's good. Yeah, I bought one... What day are we on today? Oh, I've had it a week. I bought it last Friday, and then I raced it on the Saturday and Sunday afterwards. But yes, I have my own one now. Go over to my Instagram, Ilum, if you have Instagram, and a couple of posts ago I posted pictures of it on there. Yeah, finally bit the bullet. I don't think they've opened Ducati to the public yet, no. Oh, thank you very much, Dank. $50 to punt Troy on the last lap. If Troy is directly in front of me on the last lap, then I will happily take your offer, because last lap anything goes. If he's behind me, I will not wait up to do so. Those are the rules I'm setting in place here, because that's scumbag manoeuvres. Thank you very much, though. So if Troy beats me by 3 positions today, I need to donate $300 to charity, which would then mean I have $0 left in my bank account, and I will not be able to pay my bills. Whilst there's no pressure or anything like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you very much, Kent. Fucking hell, you're lovely, by the way. You are a very, very lovely man. I appreciate you all of the time. I saw you. I was actually... I was going to jump into Discord the other day because I saw you having a coaching session with Aiden. I was going to jump in and say, you traitor, you've left me. But then I realised that would have been stupid because I've stopped doing the coaching for the time being. So you couldn't do one with me anyway. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you very much, Jay Scott. Oh, look at all you boys. You all pull through at the same time. Thank you so much. Bills above charity. Oh, mate, me above charity all the time. You should always put yourself first. It's only if you're in a very, very, very good financial position that you should then go out and start doing the charity thing. You could call that selfish, but that's how I approach things. I would care for myself and then those directly around me first. And then, if I've still got an abundance after that, that's when charity would get involved. I dropped the coaching for now because it was a very love-hate relationship with it. I haven't had a bad coaching session yet. By the end of them all, thank you very much, Austin. By the end of them all, I've enjoyed them. But because I'm such a socially awkward fuck, I get so anxious the entire day leading up to it. It's the only thing that I think about. Which is sad as a 29-year-old man being scared to talk to a stranger over Discord. But I feel horrible the entire day going up to it. And then also, so it just means sometimes I can't go out and do what I want to do during the day. Like if they're on a weekend and Linda wants to go out for a walk or something and it's actually sunny outside for once in the UK, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, by the way, I've got a coaching session at this time. It kind of puts a dampener on the whole day. Oh, you got it fixed now. I'm very glad for you. Yeah, I had no idea how to go about fixing that, so I'm glad you got help on that, Kent. That's it. The grind begins now. Now you've got the all the tools at your disposal. Right, gamers, after sitting here riding around for about 20-30 minutes, we are now going to go into a race. Let's see how this goes. I'm not even leaning forward today. I'm leant back in my chair. We're casual. I've got the double hat set up on because I like the grey one underneath for comfort because of this little knobble right here on top of the Fox one. The headset sits on it and it digs down into my head. That's why we're rocking it on top now. So we're very much on brand. If I wasn't wearing a headset, it'd be absolutely fine. I'd rock this one only. No, I've stopped the coaching for now. I've stopped the coaching for the time being. I have no idea what my gearing is. That's something that I very rarely change. Right, let's go. Let's get it. That was a very long gate drop. Whoever's to my left got a steamer of it. Ah! Oh, hat's gone. No! No, my branding. My branding. Huh. There we go. Thank you very much, Island. When the gate drops, just run after Troy. Why were you... What's the Troy slander going on right here? What's going on? Who jump started? Let's have a look. No, it was... Okay, we don't mind. We don't mind restarting for Geo. Boys, chill! Oh, Baka, welcome back, buddy. I've not seen you in a hot minute. How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well, Baka. Thank you very much. Rip and twist it! Twist his dick! Great meme. Right. Our donations tax. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Go, 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 go! So super chats. YouTube take 30%. PayPal take like 1%, and that's it. I've been fucked again. I'm sorry, Grin. Look, I couldn't face a worse way if I tried. And then stuck. Help. And then when the money comes through to my actual account, the UK government take like 20%, whatever tax bracket I'm in at the time of that anyway. So yes, they're all taxed. So it sucks ass. I appreciate it nonetheless. God, we're actually in last place. We're in deadlock, oh, boys. Boys, we're going to have a stinker. Let's go, Geo. Let's look over it in the air. Doolies! Oh, no. Oh, it gets the shit out of it. It's alright. We're going to have a fun race day. Unfortunately, the Jan is probably going to be beating me today. Oh, Rax, thought you was the man. Go faster. Oh, no, Troy's dead as well. Troy's in the bin. That's alright. He's having a stinker. Oh, my god. Boys. Boys, straight line, please. It's not that hard. I'm going to get into the back of Gurn. I can't slow down because we're in whoops. I can't turn either because we're in whoops. Troy to the inside. Skirt! Doolies! Ah! I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. It's fine. Good. Still second to last. Oh, Aiden's back here as well. Aiden's having a stinker. Oh, I like that line I just saw out of Troy there. Aiden, please. Aiden, please. Aiden, please. Aiden, please. Oh! Boys, can we get a bit of momentum going here? How are we all going so slow in a straight line? What's going on? Yeah. Look across at me, Troy, you pussy. Oh, he's being nice. I was going to cut underneath him. Oh, that's an interesting track entry. Oh. Alive? Somehow. Oh, boys, this is chaos. This is chaos. I'm trying to give everyone so much space. I don't want to get knobbed. Oh, bad run through the whoops. Very bad run through the whoops. We're going to cut down. And yeah, 3 wide. And Mixie back here. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, Troy's rear wheel. Oh, no. Oh, yes. He's going to triple. Don't want to quad it. Don't know where he is. Where is he? It's fine. He's messed up. Oh, no. Trying to get too steezy with it. This has been actually... I mean, it's been a shitty start, but it's been fun so far. Beep, beep. Come through. Oh, I've gone way too deep. I forgot it's wet. Brakes aren't breaking. Oh, my game froze as I look back. Oh, thank you very much, Blue. He's so respectful there. He could have ran me higher. I appreciate riders like that. And then you want to ride them clean back again afterwards. Getting ruined by the American ping. Barely touch him and I get yeeted to the side. Don't cross jump me. Don't cross jump me. And Rax is having a stinky one as well. Keeps crashing. Tyler's going to be licking his lips right now. Oh, the frames. The frames. Oh, why are they bad? Yeah. Me and Dorian working the way through our pack together. Yeah, stretch it. Yes. Tyler's going to win this race by a mile. He's good in the whip. No idea who's in P2 right now. It's all about the starts these days. Right, nobody on the inside here, so we should be alright. I have a feeling these two are going to get together. Oh, bad run in the whips again. Rax diving up the inside. Dorian gave him rooms. Good racing going on here. Oh, the lip. Oh, ah! Ah! I'm gonna dodge everyone's bikes, Jesus Christ. You get PTSD. Oh, the frames are bad again. I've overjumped the triple in because of it. Okay, we can triple out here. Oh, nice. We regained in that section. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a top 10, which isn't terrible after being dead last, facing the wrong way off the start. No! Ah! Please stop spinning. Oh, this fucking game. Oh, I hate it with a passion, man. I just can't respawn because the bike's just hitting the old discotheque on a fucking flat ground. Like, why? There's no reason for it to be doing that. Just the tiny little crash like that should cost 2 seconds to get going again. But, no. Like 5, 6, 7. Ah, we regain. We go again. Where's the Jan? Oh, there's a gaggle of riders behind me. Great word, that. Oh, mate, Blue is so respectful. I don't know if it's just because it's me, or if he rides everyone like that, but I've got to give my boy a round of applause so far. He's been very lovely. Oh, I'm not going to go over this now. Back end sliding. Boing! Give Adam some room. Don't want to move him all the way over into these bales. Oh, Adam, no. Oh. That's infuriating. I mean, just the lightest of touches from him there, and my front end's knifed. Aiden's having a stinker too. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I forgot I unbound my tricks. I was trying to taunt Troy. I unbound my tricks and I've changed it. Jesus Christ. Aiden's used up all of his talent in the GPs recently. He's having a stinky race. It's alright, I'm semi-retired. I'm allowed to have a bad one. I've Gone too far. Gonna check up. Nice. Feel like that was the smart thing to do. Double my way in here. Yeah, stretch it. To the inside. Try and give him some room. Oh, he hit the bales. Gonna cut over on him. That's right. I just want to assert my dominance here in this corner. And go step over. Triple again. Actually got it nice this time. Nice. Triple all the way in. Someone beside me. Oh, no. Fully on me. I looked back at the wrong time then. I should have waited. Should have waited. And we can top 10 this. I'm having a lot more fun now that I don't care as much about the final result. Does that makes sense, doesn't it? Just having fun trying to race the people around me rather than caring who it is that I'm racing. Yeah, stretch it. Nice. Oh, it's a little bit of chop forming as you take off on that single there into the corner. Roll on the throttle gently. Nice. Try and open up this corner a bit. Get on the brakes earlier. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Accelerate out. Step over. Downshifter first. Try and get that bit of oomph to triple out. Stay low though, or a bit too far. Not a great run through the whoops. I think the track will get faster as we go, because the little ruts that's going to form in the corner is something for your wheels to grip onto, rather than just skating around on the flat track. We should be able to quad out here. That was a good triple in. Nice. It's as I exit that right-hander there, my frames go really bad every time. It's very, very odd. God, that's getting hard to get over. I wonder if the 250 boys were getting over that. Not because it's like a difficult triple, but I know they have less power than us, but then they should also have more grip. But the reason we're not getting over it is because we're spinning the whole time. I was 37 seconds in the lead of, well, in the lead of me. Jesus. He loves the wet stuff. Another bad run through the whoops. I need to sort it out. It's like 3-4 laps in a row that I've had a bad run. Troy's only 5 back from me, so I can't chill out too much. We can keep Troy behind even on our bad days, then it's actually a good day at the office. So much easier to flow around the track when you're not around people. I was so patient there, and that actually paid off really well. Trying to be so gentle on the throttle. Right, we've got Adam again. Oh no, this looks like a replay of like 4 laps ago. Oh. Give him more room this time rather than trying to still hug it tight! Adam? We're going in a straight line. Please go faster, I beg. Still on me. I need to move to the left or to the right so I don't rear end him. I just really didn't expect him to case that jump at all. Yeah. I'll be honest, 8th looks like as high as I'm going to get based on the time difference between everyone right now. Trying to let the rest of the pack get away from me early on, which is no bueno. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that didn't work as well. Tried cutting under the rough stuff and being smooth, but I do need to follow it out wide to carry that momentum better. Oh, literally moaning Adam Casey last lap, and I've done exactly the same thing this time. I am no better. Better run through the whoops that time. They're getting a bit cupped out though, so it's harder to skim across the top of them. That sound's actually got better as the race has gone on. Oh, my favourite man right now, the Triumph Enjoyer. Yes, Triumph Enjoyer. Oh, God. Way too far. I got a lot of time and respect for Logan. There's an actual Triumph as well, not a model swap. Oh, frame rate? It might be the rain that's messing with the frames as well. Can't help having all these rain particles moving around on your screen the whole time. Uh-oh. Just going to check up there. I'm not going to try and force that at all. That's us up into 7th, which is still not a terrible position. We got 7 seconds to try and gain on P6 though, that's a long way away. Definitely parts of the track that I'm slow on. Or the front, you see the front end try tucking on me as I started braking there. I've actually closed a little bit of time on Tyler in the lead over the last lap, so it's only been a second. But it does seem to be typical MX Bikes fashion these days, is these Supercross races are 90% start, and then 10% the rest. Oh, I'm sorry, Logan. 10% the rest of it. That was nice. Got over that all the way. Yeah, I do wish this game actually made a ruts rather than just this weird flat. I say flat chop. It's a bit of a double negative, isn't it? But you know, it doesn't like dig a rut down as such. It just, you see where the road is. It just gets like weirdly choppy. I cannot get over this to save my life right now. Oh no! Oh no! No, I was trying to be a good lapper and I'm here wobbling my way around the track. Stay away out of this rough. It's too choppy, the back end just lights itself up. Got 5.4 seconds to Davey in front in 6th, and we've got 6 minutes plus a lap to go. It's definitely doable. Just need a mistake out of him. I am going to get lapped in a second. What number? Oh, there's 1. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's in the same rhythm section as me. Have to try and keep my eyes open, be a good lapper when he gets on my cheeks. Got the blue flag on the top right, but he's a little bit too far behind for me to be moving right now. He's just there in that corner. Jesus, I'll send you to the moon. Oh my goodness. Little lines like that I'm messing up. That's alright, we've still got a little bit of a gap on front of him. Oh my god. Such a hole. A massive hole formed on that landing. Holy. The suspension fully bottomed out on that. Oh, we gained another half a second on P6. This is doable. Very doable. I could try and latch onto the back of Tyler when he comes past as well. Follow the lines, see what he's doing. Maybe make a pass as the lappers move over for him. Full scumbag tactics. What? That sound was really nice for a couple of laps, and now it's just gone to poo-poo. Right. I see him. I see him there. Oh. And we're good to carry on. He's got 9 seconds over Cam, so we haven't got to move over for Cam for a while. Let's just follow Mr. TJ. Yeah, it's still going over. Over again. Triple is going inside here now. Don't hate that. That's a smart idea. Stay out of the rough stuff. Oh, a bit huckabuck in the whoops. Stretch that. Where's he going here? So he's going inside. That's smart. If I didn't go in the bows, I just wanted to follow this around and then double in. There's Mr. Geo. It's his first main event. Love to see it. Yeah, stretch that out. Oh my Christ. I don't know if any of the OEM team are in the stream at all, but please have a look at these tyres. The erode that the tyres have made has been absolutely god-awful since they released. Please look into it. We should not be getting shit like that forming on these tracks. It's just unfortunate where I landed there. There's no chance of saving it at all. The bike just collapses from underneath you. Geo is on my absolute booty cheeks. Oh, there's a hole at the bottom of that on the far left as well. Oh my... I'm in the moon. I'm in the stars. Geo jumped underneath me. Now Cam's come past. Don't mind that. Actually, I had no idea he was there. I didn't get the blue flag for him. I've got to check up. Don't want to overtake him. Check up here. And then double. There you go. He's getting messed up by that same hole as well. Trying to be a good lapper. At the same time, I don't want to give up too much time to the people behind me. But I am a firm believer of once you are lapped, your race is over, get out of the way. So get out of the way, I shall do. Gotta practice at what you preach. Oh, Rubes is dead. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Get up. Go. Go. Oh, what am I doing? No, I'm facing the wrong way. Oh, boys. That last lap Troy punt might be happening. Ah! Flipped him in the air. Linda whiffing. I know, I'm whiffing bad. Hey, it's hard being a lapper. Gotta respect the good ones. Be nice to me, Troy. Please. Trying to stay away from them holes there, but proving difficult. Oh! Oh! Right, take our time here. Still get this triple. Nice. Triple again. Oh, he's crashed, it's fine. He did. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he's down horrendous actually. He lost. Oh no, that's Dorian there. Okay. They both have very, very similar skins to each other. There's so many people in front of me. I doubt any of it's for position. Oh, I've got cuts as well. Just realised I got cuts last lap. How much? I have no idea. That could let me down a lot. At the end of this, stretch that out, nice. Stay low in this, and I can filter over to the far left here. Better drive in the whoops because it's not as eroded on the left side. I'll move over to the right here on the face of that. Yo, yeet. There's so many people. Trying to tiptoe him away through. I would love giving Geo the screen time he deserves. Scared about still hitting this rut here. Oh, the hole. Oh! Me when I saw a female for the first time. Go! Trying to stay out of all the shit. The Fantech does not handle the choppy stuff well at all. Oh, she's swapping. Stay away from that on the left. I haven't got the last lap flag. I'm guessing last lap might be next lap around. Logan's down, so a little bit more breathing room behind. Yes, just left to that hole that's formed there. Oh, I'm spinning. Stretch it. Get it. Get her. Yes. I mean, this track has become quite technical. And it's not really, I don't think it's because of the rain. I think it's just the road that we've got on. It got pretty deep. It's got to be hard to see on the YouTube side of things. Just because of the bit rate makes things look worse. Like, it's quite blurry, you can't make everything out. But the amount of chop that's inside all of this is really bad. I think we're done. I didn't get the last lap flag, but I did get a finish flag. And people have stopped riding. So I think that might be the end. And I got 7th. I'm going to complete one more lap just to make sure. But yeah, I didn't get the finish flag there until I went over the line. And it's been a while since I've been a lapper, so I don't actually know how it properly looks. But we'll do one more, just for safekeeping. I think I've done my job as a lapper fairly well. Even when Cam messed up in front of me, I stopped, let him go by again. Yeah, I'll have a little fly around. I'm pretty sure the race is done, but we'll carry on. It's just weird. My max HUD has shown like 0 seconds for a really long time. I don't know why. I'd rather do this and be over certain than what happened back in like 2023, where I done one lap too few and left too early. Right. So we still beat Troy. Troy had 5 seconds of cuts. Holy shit. Let's do a little free camera action. Let's have a little fly around. So, off the start, this was fine. See, this is getting like quite worn away. This jump wasn't too bad. This jump was fine. So you can, if I get inside this corner, it's probably easier to see what we're working with here. You see how like choppy it's getting on the exit? Like trying to turn down on this stuff here doesn't make too much sense to me. And then you go down into this hole, and then there's another like massive dip down here that you can see if I look at the right angle, then kicks your bike. This jump was fine, this jump was fine. Where's it? Here it is, this hole here that's formed on the landing. Like if I get into this, hit the wrong angle, that's what made my bike just explode and crash at one point. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of lap 1, and if I get right down on ground level here, it doesn't look bad to begin with, but you can see how much my camera's bobbling up and down. This is all just from little bits of chop. So when you mix in the wet with that, and then you also see the holes that are forming at the base of this triple, it makes it so difficult to get enough distance to stretch it out. This corner is also like hella chopped up, bad, but it actually did form a little bit of a rut around here, which meant you could carry more speed if you got into it nicely. So I didn't hate that at all. Same with the exit of the tunnel here. This got a bit choppy and bumpy. This one, look at that. I'm trying to keep my camera all the way on the ground. Look how choppy it is coming into this corner. Just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I don't mind that because you do get chop at the end of these start straights in real life from people hard on the brakes. So I didn't mind that too bad. But then I was trying to stay far left here to stay out of this shit. Like this got quite dug down. There's like holes on the landing here in amongst all the ruts which kicked your bike. So I was trying to go far left here as also to stay out of it. And then this rut that wasn't actually bad to sit in and follow. It just then, because the face of this, can you see how many like different holes there are? There's like hole here, hole here, hole here, like choppy rut there. It sends you really far up in the air, so you don't get much forwards momentum for the whoops. And then the whoops, they weren't terrible, but you see where they're getting kind of like cupped out in the top of them. So it made it really hard to stay on the top. So I was trying to go far left through the whoops. And then the final corner, the rut itself, again, wasn't bad. It was the holes that are forming on the finish line jump. That you almost end up pre-jumping all the way down here. Like this shit's hella gnarly. And then I don't know what was going on with this. Because it didn't look terrible when I was going up to it, but it was just booting me to the moon. I guess the angle of the jump just sends you really high up I mean, the track, I think, actually rode okay. It didn't ride bad at all. We had some good battles at the start here. You can see how I was messing up this inside of the sand after a while, because the rut kind of wants you to go straight rather than following it around. And then this was really awkward to get for some reason, to double out. But not a bad race. I actually enjoyed the race in itself, even though I was battling at the back of the pack. I think it was good, clean racing. Didn't have any dramas. All the mistakes, mostly my fault. Like, I jumped into the back of Adam. I didn't give Adam enough room on the inside either on that one lap when we tagged each other. So, yeah, nothing bad at all. A good race overall. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Dan, by the way. I didn't even see that one. It says it was a minute ago, but I know it wasn't a minute ago. Can I refresh this at all? No, I can clear it. Reload. Still says an hour ago. Thank you very much, Dan, for the nice hat compliment. I appreciate that. But yeah, good night of riding. I think so. I don't know if you boys agree. Watching me riding around in P7 has been fun, but I had a good time. I enjoyed it. It's so much nicer just trying to enjoy the race and take the battles with whoever they are, rather than being like, oh, I'm battling with Logan. I usually beat Logan by X amount of positions. I should be battling with Tyler and Cam and Rax. It was much nicer just enjoying the racing for what it was. Like, Logan is such a fun person to battle anyway. He's so clean. He's always really, really respectful. Troy kept it nice and clean as well. Troy only just, after cuts, Troy only got P9 by 0.3 of a second over Boy after cuts came in. So very close there. Lap times, oh, Jesus Christ, I was 11th quickest lap. Oh, I'm awful with this game. My quickest lap was over 2 seconds slower than Tyler's quickest lap. I might have to stop playing. I might have to stop playing MTG until the Supercross season's over. This is painful. Oh, thank you very much, Dank Penguin. Yeah, sorry to disappoint not being able to take Troy out. It was looking like we was going that way towards the end of that. But I very much appreciate you, my man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed the racing. Oh, well done on that first race as well, Gio. You've done all right. Could have done so much better. I guess I'll take the 18th. It's hard when you're in your position because there's so many leaders trying to come past as well. You can't really focus on your own race. So not only was you having to like move out of the way for me lapping you, but then Tyler was lapping me and lapping you for a second time. So it's hard trying to get out of the way of everyone and know who you're battling and who isn't battling with you. But yeah, last to 7th, having fun. Exactly, Mr. Dawson. I agree. That was more enjoyable than getting stressed out. I feel like that comes across in my attitude at the moment as well. Like, just much more chilled out. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, leave a 1-star review on the shop saying, yeah, MTG made me slow at MX Bikes. Oh, Troy thinks it was me that took it. It might have been. I felt like I got hit up the arse on the start, but maybe it was just the bow that I hit at the beginning. Maybe it was the bow. I'll have to go back at... should we watch it now? I swear I got hit up the bum. Let's move this over to here. Pop this up. There we go. Oh god, this is so blurry. 1440. Yeah, it could very well have been me. Maybe I just had an L Gamer moment. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? See, I felt like I got hit up the arse here. There. Do you see? How do I go back? How do I rewind? Oh, here we go. So you see as the bike... So you see how they come... hang on. It's like braking. Just as it starts lunging away from me there, the bike's moving away from me. I feel like that's when I got hit up the bum. But I could be wrong. And then I've slid into the bows because of that. And then I'm a passenger from that point. Because I don't think your front wheel hitting the bows here causes your rear wheel to slide out how it is. And I think that is from me being hit from behind. And then I'm just a passenger at that point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, back end gets pushed. I thought so. I'm pretty sure someone hit me up the arse. It's a race start, to be fair. Everyone thinks they've got the whole shot on their screen, so it's no different. No different at all. I still had a good time. I had a good race. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. and I will see you on Monday at the very latest for the next round of GPs at Spain. Looks like it's going to be a rutty one. Lots of different line choices around there from the screenshots I've seen. I think Bradley's done a very good job. So have a good night. I'll see you all next time. I appreciate each and every one of you.